step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
It's a celebration. Welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's a Friday morning. Hey, Zoe.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Yes, very, very well, and very much excited for what's coming up ahead of the show. It's going to be a Feel Good Friday indeed.
That's right. It's a jam-packed show and, of course, a jam-packed weekend. We'll be connecting with our favourite team, the Roger Good Show, to find out what their pick of the weekend is.
And if you are a sports fan, we've got a roundup of all of the previews that you can expect this coming weekend. Lots of action out there on the field.
We're also joined by Duo Lost and Found. They'll be our musical performance. They've brought out a brand new album in the beginning of this year. It's called Snakes and Ladders, so they'll be performing for us.
Now, from that duo to a single lady who's taking over the world, one of our very favourite people all over the globe celebrated her birthday very recently, Zola Nene, and she's going to be joining us. In fact, you were at the birthday party, right?
Yes, I did. I went there. She looked fabulous. So I can't wait to see what you get to see.
Excellent stuff. Well, I think it's about time that we get the day underway. Let's take a look at the temperatures around our cities. Ewan, how are you doing, man?
Good morning, my brother. Good morning, Zoe. Lucky to be having a hangout with you guys. It's a Friday morning, man. The weekend is right here. Let's kick it off with your weather and your temperatures. And cool to mild temperatures in parts of the country can be expected with warmer temperatures up north. I'll run you through quickly. Polokwane 17 minimum with a maximum of 32 degrees. Some thunder showers expected. Some thunder showers for Mbombela as well. 16 minimum with a maximum 28. Pretoria today 15 minimum this morning with a maximum 31. Johannesburg, 13 at 28. Mahikeng 18, 33. Klerksdorp on 16 minimum with a maximum 30. Kimberley 15, 28. Bloemfontein starting off on 11, reaching a high of 23 degrees and a chance of some thunder showers. Richards Bay 19 with a maximum of 24 degrees and some rain expected. Some rain in Pietermaritzburg as well. 14 minimum with a maximum 18. Durban 20 with a maximum 22. Thunder showers expected for Mthatha today, 13 minimum with a maximum 16. East London 15 with a maximum 18, nice and cool. Cradock also staying cool today, minimum 10, maximum 17. Port Elizabeth 16, 20. George on 12 minimum with a maximum 18. Sutherland 5 degrees minimum this morning with a maximum 18. Cape Town 14, 21. Worcester 8, 22. Springboks 13, 28 and Uppington on 15 minimum with a maximum 31 degrees. And as always, please remember to use your water very sparingly, especially if you are in Cape Town. That's a wrap of your weather and temperatures for the 6:30 bulletin. We'll keep you updated. It's a Friday. I'll be back just after 7.
Yeah, and here's some good news for you on this Friday morning. You can stand a chance of winning tickets to the exclusive screening of Pacific Rim Uprising with New Metro. This is a must-see movie, an American science fiction action film, and it's set in the future where the world is at war with colossal sea monsters which have emerged from the bottom of the ocean. And we're giving away tickets with partners at New Metro Canal Walk in Cape Town, New Metro Clearwater Mall in Johannesburg, and New Metro Kunobia in Durban on Tuesday, the 20th of March at 8 p.m. Now, all these cinemas are New Metro Extreme Cinemas. The Cape Town and KZN screens are the largest cinema screens for those provinces, and all Extreme Cinemas feature premium large format screens, 360-degree Dolby Atmos sound, and advanced crystal clear digital projection technology. Now, all you have to do is SMS Uprising, your name and your city to 40675. Those SMSs will cost you R1 or R1 per SMS, and no free minutes or bundles apply. So good luck and get entering.
Good luck indeed. But hey, you know what? It's the 16th of March. The days are rolling by, but quickly, let's hit the pause button quickly and take a look at what happened on this day in history.
Very interesting things. We're going to kick it off with in 1850, Nathaniel Hawthorne's classic novel, The Scarlet Letter, was first published.
Okay, very cool, very cool. And then moving on to 1922 in March on the 16th, Britain recognized the Kingdom of Egypt under Fuad I with joint Anglo-Egyptian sovereignty.
Interesting. And also on this day, a little closer, 2003, the largest coordinated worldwide vigil that took place, and that was as part of the global protests against the war in Iraq.
All right, just quickly reflecting on what happened on this day in history. Go out there and make today, the 16th of March, simply awesome.
And it will be memorable indeed, because we're going to make it so for you. When we come back from the break, we're going to give you a roundup of all the cool events you can expect to see in and around the country, and also for the sports fans, so much to choose from. So what will you be watching? Well, we'll help you out with that too. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
How does it feel to be a Jaeger?
You feel invincible. Jaeger pilots! Let's make a difference. Fire everything you got!
Well, he's pretty big.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You're tuned into your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso right here on SABC3 on your Friday morning. The weekend is just ahead. Now, if you're wondering what is taking place all across the country, we're going to help you out. Of course, we are connecting with the Roger Good Show's Roger Good, Sareshni Ryder, Ms. Cosmo, and Robbie Cruz. Good morning, you beautiful people.
Hi, Mariki. Yes.
Tani Mariki. Lekker, how are you, my dear?
My angel. Oh, I love your guns this morning.
Ooh, thank you very much, Mariki. That was just for you, eh?
Thank you. Yes, Roger, okay.
Thank you, my dear. What up, Roger?
Yes, sir. All right. We're kicking off first in the Windy City in Port Elizabeth. The Protea Hotel Marriott, they have a guy called the Puppet Guy, top African ventriloquist and award-winning former Conrad Koch is back alongside his famous puppet comrade Chester Missing. Remember them?
Yes.
They're back. They're going to be entertaining crowds in Windy City in Port Elizabeth in the Eastern Cape this weekend, so make sure you check them out if you're in the area. Again, it's at the Protea Hotel Marriott in Port Elizabeth from 8 o'clock, and $100 will get you in Friday and Saturday, all right? Up next, Johannesburg St. Patrick's Festival. Get lucky, yes, sir, at Hell's Kitchen in Melville. What a jewel, boy. St. Patrick's Day is upon us, of course, and the Dead Rabbits Distillery and Hell's Kitchen in Melville have the perfect party for you to celebrate this green-themed holiday. So come and enjoy a pint of Begara, an Irish favourite Guinness, and unwitted after a long week of hard work here in South Africa. That's at 2 o'clock Saturday, and there doesn't seem to be an entrance fee, so it'll be rad. And finally in Johannesburg, again, the Orbit birthday jam, the Orbit in Bromfontein. You've got to check it out. You can join the Orbit in celebrating their hashtag fourth movement in true jazz tradition. You know what I'm saying? So we have jazz, a jam session with the multi-talented and award-winning pianist and producer Leander Mapode, and the Orbit invites you to bring along some access, some tools, and some friends. So coming down, the Orbit in Bromfontein, Sunday the 18th of March, between 5 and 10. What do you say, Expresso?
Sounds amazing, man. Sounds amazing. Listen, for our pick, of course, Concerts in the Park are back with a new free concert experience featuring the Rudimental, Skyscrapers, and the ever-lovely Freshly Ground as well. So you can join the party and enjoy some great food, family time as well. There's also a chance for you to win some great giveaways and prizes. Now, that's at Duval Park here in Cape Town. That's on Sunday, the 18th of March. It's absolutely free. It'll take place between 2 o'clock and 6 p.m. That's what I have for you guys. Can I have what we need? Can you energize us for your Friday?
You know you love it. You know you love it. Your mama wants a hoorah!
Yes, there we go. There we go. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it.
Love you.
Tata Tani Mariki.
Boy.
Sure, well, you certainly know it's the weekend when your mama wants a hoorah. Anyway, it's time for us right now to report on some local entertainment news. And sadly, first of all, I think all of us remember the show Pumpkin Patch, I think considered one of South Africa's most iconic children's TV shows from the 80s. And John Rothman not only composed all of the music for Pumpkin Patch, but he was also the voice of the character Speckles. Now, sadly, John Rothman passed away this week in the United States, and he contributed to the music of many children's shows, writing over 100 songs for productions that included Kidio and Fundani Nati. And he was also a choreographer and singer, and he moved to Las Vegas back in the 90s and even competed in America's Got Talent as part of a group of senior citizen dancers. South Africans will fondly remember Speckles from Pumpkin Patch, and of course we send our condolences and our love to his colleagues and his friends and family as well. Wow.
Yes, certainly. And I remember that America's Got Talent audition. It was really, really special.
Yeah, most of us in here were singing the theme song to Pumpkin Patch a bit earlier on, but
yes,
wow.
And Kidio.
Really sad news, really sad news. All right, well, turning the page onto a little bit of happier news. It's no secret that former rugby player Derek Hougaard and Afrikaans pop singer Nadine are madly in love. But now they're not even hiding it on social media. They're going all out. The cute couple had a flirty exchange on Twitter. Check this out. They began with Nadine posting a photo captioned, "When you're cooking your favorite dish without your favorite person." Then Derek replied in Afrikaans saying, "You're good, you're too good. I don't deserve you. You're any man's dream." Jy's te goed vir woorde. Hell, ek verdien nie. Okay, so we basically muted that. Jy's 'n eystervrou in enige man se droom. Beautiful stuff. I wonder what she was cooking. What is that?
It looks like chicken in a yummy dish.
No, that's
a yummy
rice.
sauce.
That's rice there, isn't
Looking
it?
at this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Some people are saying it's porridge. No, guys, be more imaginative,
like
please.
Chicken with a yummy sauce.
Yeah.
Like, I would say like a
chicken
chutney
breast. But it's a beautiful thing to see, you know? I mean, that's how romance
should be. Like a butter chicken curry.
Yeah, so who knows? Maybe Derek Hougaard will be the one who will soon be writing love songs about his newfound love for his beautiful brunette.
Did you say Derek Hougaard writing music? Isn't it the other way around?
No, but I'm saying because he's inspired by love, so he might be writing songs for her now. Do you know what I mean? Imagine that. Nadine singing a Derek Hougaard song.
Imagine that.
It's amazing.
Guys, just leave the happy couple alone and leave them to their chicken and rice dishes. Absolutely amazing. Listen, this week, though, on Top Billing, don't miss it. Jonathan Boynton Lee goes on an adventure with Caster Semenya and her missus, and Jeannie D and Demi Lee Nell Peters take over New York. So you can catch all of that action and more on Top Billing's new time slot. That's Saturday at 6 p.m. with a repeat on Sunday, 12 midday.
See you at the beach this Saturday as Olympic champion Caster Semenya and Violet Raseboye take 5 in Mozambique, swim with dolphins and talk married life and gold medals.
This week on Top Billing, we catch up with Caster Semenya off the track and get to know her a little bit better.
Catch me if you can on Top Billing.
Catch me if you can.
Yeah.
From the ocean to the winelands, after realising they're much more than friends, rugby player Rudy Page and Ronel Kolkata say, I do.
I like that he's honest. He sometimes will tell me something I don't want to hear, but it's the right thing at the time, and my lady's fine.
The characteristic I love the most about Rudy is definitely his sense of humour. He's so funny. He makes me laugh all the time. He's always striving for more, always making sure that he's better, and I love seeing him grow.
Even the design is delicious at The Rock, Joburg's hip new Mediterranean eatery.
There's a new spot in Joburg that's been creating a lot of buzz, not just for its cuisine, but for the experience as a whole. So we're here today at The Rock to see what all the fuss has been about.
We can do it, says design-loving mom Cheryl Maharaj, who creates her own dream home.
If you're looking for a little bit of inspiration and motivation, this is the place to be. This week on Top Billing, I visit Cheryl and Mickey Maharaj in their beautiful home in Johannesburg. You don't want to miss it. Lots of beautiful inspiration, interior design, all done by her. Saturday, 6 p.m, Top Billing, SABC3. Don't miss it.
From New York with love, Demi Lee Nell Peters is owning the catwalks and red carpets of Manhattan.
Don't miss me, Jeannie D, on Top Billing with literally the most beautiful woman in the universe.
Well, look who's speaking. I'm Demi, and take a look how I show Jeannie around my new home city, New York.
We are taking a bite of the Big Apple. That's Top Billing this Saturday, 6 p.m. on SABC3. The stage is yours.
All right, well, that's what you can look forward to on the best of the good life. But right now, let's quickly talk sport. We have finally made it to the weekend, which means there are, of course, action-packed sporting packages to expect from Super Rugby to soccer. So let's fill you in quickly on some of the sporting fixture list. Ewan, come in here. Let's chat sport, my friend.
Thanks, man. Do you have your biltong chips ready for this weekend, bro? Hey?
We certainly need to, don't we? Yeah, because Super Rugby Round 5 is now underway.
Yes,
this is the weekend for it. And all 4 South African teams will be in action coming up. The Chiefs will be taking on the Bulls all the way down in New Zealand. That kickoff will be today at 8:35 a.m. And the teams last met last season, of course, where the Chiefs pulled off a 28-12 victory over the Bulls in New Zealand. And the Bulls are now heading to this game with 1 win out of their 3 games. There's a win coming up again, or that they had against the Hurricanes, but they had losses against the Lions and the Blues. But I think South Africans are probably putting their money on either one of these 2 teams. It's the Lions or the Sharks. And the Sharks this weekend are doing battle in Australia against the Brumbies. Their kickoff is at 10:45. And last season, the Sharks beat the Brumbies 27-22.
Okay, it was a narrow beat. Narrow one,
in Australia. And the Sharks have 1 win over the Sunwolves and 1 loss over the Lions and a draw against the Waratahs so far this season. So they've had a steady performance, but I think they might want to, get it up a little bit, and so that they can, of course, make better progress going throughout the season. The Stormers will be facing the Blues. That's tomorrow in Newlands.
Looking forward to this one.
That's a 3 o'clock kickoff for you. 2017's results saw a 30-22 win for the Stormers over the Blues in May of last year. But so far this season, they've failed to win against strong opposition, especially strong foreign opposition. They lost against the Highlanders, the Waratahs, and the Crusaders. Their only win over the Jaguares, 28-20 so far. Let's hope that they'll be performing a little bit better against
lots of biltong during that game.
Yeah. And last but not least of our local teams, the Lions, you can see, will be doing battle against the Sunwolves. That's happening at Ellis Park at 5:15 tomorrow. And the Lions have only lost once so far in the season, 38-35, that defeat to the Blues, who are now facing the Stormers last week. And the Sunwolves are, of course, they have 3, the Sunwolves have are winless in 3 games. So they've got quite a strong one, or I guess a tough one against South Africa's strongest team.
Absolutely. Listen, let's move on to soccer quickly. The CAF Champions League, first round leg. Bidvest Vista versus Angola, the CD Primeiro de Agosto. That's taking place Saturday at 5 o'clock. Now, Wits face elimination in the first round as they head into the game trailing by 1-0 on aggregate. Then focusing on Mamelodi Sundowns and against Rwanda's Rayon Sports. That's Sunday at 7:30. That's taking place at Loftus Versfeld. Now, Sundowns have it all to play for after the first leg finished goalless in Angola. Looking forward to what's going to be happening on the field with that match for sure, man.
Absolutely, and of course, no Premier League action this weekend, but lots of FA Cup action. You can expect to see Swansea taking on Tottenham Hotspur, United against Brighton, Wigan versus Southampton, and Leicester taking on Chelsea in these quarterfinals. And of course, today sees the UEFA Champions League quarterfinal draw. And so far, the teams that have made it through into that magical 8, Juventus, Madrid, Liverpool, Manchester City, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Sevilla, surprisingly, and Roma. And the first leg of the last 8 fixtures will be played on the 3rd of April. So lots to look forward to in terms of the Champions League. These are the champions!
It's gonna be a weekend this big of sport.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be absolutely amazing, man. Yeah.
Enjoy all of the sporting fixtures. We'll bring you the results come Monday morning.
Oh, well, something where you don't have to wait until Monday for is highlights from Zola's birthday. She's joining us in studio a little later. We're going to take a quick break, and when we get back, we have the guys from Lost and Found in studio. Glenn's going to be performing an acoustic song for us, so don't go anywhere. We'll see you after the break.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Friday, guys, in case you weren't aware of it, but some exciting things happening. What is that for?
Hello. It's a new way of saying, I don't know, hi. It feels ticklish when you do it. Okay, so I imagine there's somebody at home going,
tickle someone into your weekend. Yeah, that's almost a little bit creepy, but it's okay.
Okay, bro.
It's okay, man. But listen. Let's refresh quickly. Expresso's resident gaming guy, Gareth Wood, spent his past week in Germany, actually, for the launch of the innovative Nintendo Labo for Nintendo Switch console. Now, he'll be telling us about it in detail over the next couple of weeks, but here's a quick teaser of what he got up to in Germany to whet your appetite just a bit.
So I'm in the Nintendo Labo room here, and I'm busy building my remote control car. Step 1, unplugging all the cardboard pieces. So we got the RC car. It's kind of looking like a thing now. We built the antenna, as you can see here, and we have now attached the Joy-Con controllers to my RC car, which I also turned into an elephant. So the RC car is built, and we're ready to go. As you can watch, look at him go! Look at him go, that is so cool. Essentially, we've built a piano out of the cardboard. So now my piano literally sounds like cats screaming. We can now also use the Nintendo Switch to make a fish. Cool. My fish is ready to create. What do I do next? Now I press the I.
Hold on and wait. Get smaller and bigger and leave.
Boom.
Nice.
Now he's got eyes, he's ready to go. And I can go catch him in the fishing game later if I want as well.
That blows my mind.
That is like the coolest thing I've seen in a while.
The Nintendo Switch is taking over the world with innovation and tech, man.
I love that piano setup. That was quite cute.
Yeah. Can you imagine the future of gaming now? It's because now it feels like all the games are jumping out of our screens and they're now here in our environment. Do you know what I mean?
In 3D.
It's
real
weird.
life.
Imagine like playing Tekken and the characters are like right here on your table.
You're going to be playing behind the couch.
Zoe? I was going to say it's semi-happened with Pokemon Go where you could catch the Pokemon.
This is very true.
Yeah. Now they just
very
made it a
right.
bit more reality.
Yeah. Sure. Scary, but very cool.
Wow.
Scary, but very cool. Thank you
Wow.
very much to Gareth Woods for bringing us the latest in gaming. Always do appreciate that. But right now, it's time for some music. Are you guys ready for music?
Yes.
And this Friday, we welcome back the South African two-piece alternative rock group Lost and Found with the release of a brand new album entitled Snakes and Ladders. The duo describes their the new album as a more dirty rock and roll as opposed to the first record, which had a more acoustic feel to it. Although their signature honest lyrics still do shine through. And they're here this morning joining us to perform Best Smile.
Your life's about all the pretty things, photographs and scribblings. The music is your happiness, telling you to follow your bliss. You wait in line time after time. You tell them that they're friends of mine. The problems that you have today, they disappear without a trace. You hold us close, direct your gaze. The camera phones flicker away. The composition stays, only our ages change. So come over here and put on your best smile. Put on your best smile for a while. Put on your best smile for a while. Just come over here and put on your best smile. Put on your best smile for a while. Put on your best smile for a while. Just come over here. This all seems pretty meaningless. Honest conversations that can't be missed. The alcohol, it helps the flow. The people left after the show tell me to smile just one last time, and I'll pretend that I'm doing fine. But one day I'll be real with you, and you'll know what I'm going through. We're dealing with the same things in such different ways, not realizing what a bigger part the other plays. So come over here, put on your best smile. Put on your best smile for a while. Put on your best smile for a while. Just come over here. Put on your best smile. Put on your best smile for a while. Put on your best smile for a while. Oh. Put on your best smile. Put on your best smile for a while. Put on your best smile for a while. Just come over here. Put on your best smile. Put on your best smile for a while. Put on your best smile for a while. Just come over here.
On your feel-good breakfast show, a very good morning to you, my brother. Thank you so much for sharing the music with us.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Check out, so there it is, Lost and Found, Snakes and Ladders, the new album. You must be extremely proud, man. Second release now.
Proud parents
of
our new baby.
We were wondering about that cover, especially after talking about the different sound of the music in the new album being a dirty rock, but a very clean cover.
Yeah.
Explain the contrast there.
It's unexplainable. I don't know, we just, we kind of, the music's got a bit heavier.
Yeah, yeah.
But we're jealous, all our friends were having babies. We thought we should have one too.
And is the baby growing well? Beautiful. Yeah.
He's getting nice and big.
All right. Tell me about some of the inspirations that you drew from in putting together the lyrics and the content of these songs.
Heavy questions for so early in the morning.
All right. Well,
but, no, it's all just drawn from life.
Yeah.
Really.
Mm-hmm.
The lyrics are pretty self-explanatory. Mm-hmm. There's no like metaphors or that sort of hidden meanings. Mm-hmm. It's all just how it is. Straight from the heart.
All right, fantastic stuff. Well, people can follow you on social media at Lost and Found. Excellent stuff. And check out the music. We'll have more from Lost and Found a bit later on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Thank you so much, Kat. Let's quickly get into news headlines as your Friday morning in your national news. Despite information before the courts that the contingency plan to pay social grants by April the 1st would not be ready, the Cabinet says it is satisfied that the beneficiaries of social grants will be paid on this date. Communications Minister Nomvula Mokonyane said in a statement this was in line with the Constitutional Court judgment that ordered the extension of the current contract with Cash Paymaster Services up until the 31st of March 2018. Mokonyane reiterated government's commitment to the social assistance program. And Chair of the National Council of Provinces, Thandi Modise, says that Parliament must be dynamic and hold the executives to account in efforts to comprehensively address the needs of the rural woman. She is currently leading a multi-party parliamentary delegation to this year's Commission on the Status of Women in New York. Modise has also emphasized the need for members of legislatures to scrutinize departmental budgets to ensure that adequate amounts are earmarked for gender equality. And into your international news this morning, this year's happiest place on earth is Finland, according to an annual UN report, toppling Norway from the #1 spot. The World Happiness Report measures subjective well-being, how happy people feel and why. And Norway, Denmark, Iceland and Switzerland were the other countries in the top 5. The USA and UK came in at 18 and 19 respectively. South Africa was named the world's 105th happiest country. No less than 8 other African countries said they were happier than South Africans. And Namibia's Ministry of Health has instructed food inspectors to remove products that are likely linked to listeriosis from shelves in shops all over the country. This came after reports this week that said the country has recorded its first case of listeriosis. Zimbabwe's largest cold meat processor yesterday said its products are safe and have not been affected by the outbreak of listeriosis in South Africa. The company said its processes are based on the International Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Point system. That's where we leave your news headlines for now. Last look taking place at 8 o'clock this morning.
And a very good morning to all of our sports fans out there. Now, the round 1 second ties of the CAF Champions League take center stage this weekend, which sees Bidvest Wits and Mamelodi Sundowns in action. 2016 champions Sundowns still have it all to play for as they take on Rwanda's Rayon Sports on Sunday, with the aggregate score right now at 0-0. Now, while over in Johannesburg, Wits will have to overturn a 1-0 deficit when they tackle Angola's Primeiro de Agosto. This happens tomorrow. The final 4 teams of the FA Cup will be decided this weekend, with the quarter-finals set to take place. Up first, Swansea welcome Tottenham Hotspur to the Liberty Stadium. The two have met twice this season in the league, which saw a goalless draw and a 2-0 win for Spurs. Also in FA Cup action this weekend, Man United tackle Brighton, Wigan host Southampton, while Chelsea take on Leicester. In rugby news, the Bulls and the Chiefs kick off Week 5 of Super Rugby today with a clash in New Zealand. And while the Chiefs walked away with a 28-12 victory in this fixture last year, a win today will be vital as both teams currently sit with only 1 win so far in the season. In other fixtures, the Sharks tackle the Brumbies, the Stormers host the Blues, while the Lions do battle against the Sunwolves. And finally, sprinter Karina Horn set a new South African record in the 100 meters yesterday at the ASA Senior Championships in Pretoria. In the 100-meter semi-finals, Horn crossed the line in 11.03 seconds, shaving 0.03 seconds off the previous record, which was set by Yvette de Klerk in 1990. Another South African record was also broken in the junior men's 100-meter sprint as 18-year-old Thando Dlodlo clocked in 10.11 seconds. And that's a roundup of all your sporting action.
Thank you, Kat. Well, let's take a look at the roads, starting off in Gauteng and Kempton Park. There's been an accident on the R24 eastbound. It's near the Barbara Road exit. You can expect heavy delays in the area. And in the Western Cape and Cape Town, there's some severe delays. And that's of up to 70 minutes on the N2 inbound between Airport Approach Road and Liesbeek Parkway. The average speed at the moment is about 10 kilometers per hour. That's where we leave your traffic. A final update coming your way just after 8.
The Expresso traffic report gets you on the right route. There's 10,000 Rand to be won daily. Want to be a winner? Spend 300 Rand or more on fuel at Caltex, keep your receipt, and enter the hashtag Fuel Your Wallet competition by SMSing Caltex Expresso and your name to 43366.
Right, it's just after 7 o'clock. Let's quickly take another look at your weather and your temperatures. And it looks like cool to mild temperatures can be expected for most parts of the country, with warmer temperatures expected up north. Your temperatures, Polokwane 17 minimum with this morning, with a maximum 32 degrees later on today. Mbombela 16.28, Pretoria 15.31, Johannesburg starting off on 13 minimum, reaching a high of 28 degrees. Mahikeng 18.33, Klerksdorp 16.30, Kimberley 15.28, Bloemfontein 11 minimum with a maximum 23 degrees and some thunder showers expected. Richards Bay 19.24 with a chance of rain. Some rain in Pietermaritzburg forecast as well, 14 minimum with a maximum 18. Durban can also expect some rain throughout the course of your Friday, 20 minimum with a maximum 22. Chance of thunder showers for Mthatha, 13 minimum with a maximum 16 degrees, and some rain expected for East London today, starting on 15 minimum and your maximum 18 degrees. Cradock 10.17, Port Elizabeth 16.20, George 12.18, Sutherland 5 minimum this morning with a cool maximum of 18 as well. Cape Town 14.21, Worcester 8.22, Springbok 13.28, Uppington 15 and a maximum 31 degrees. And as usual, always remember to use water very sparingly, especially if you are in Cape Town. That's a wrap of your weather and your temperatures for the 7 o'clock bulletin. We'll have a last update for you just after 8.
Well, we are connecting with you on social media. We've posted a pic on Facebook and we asked you out of 1 to 10, how excited are you that it's the weekend? It's finally Friday. I said 15, of course. I'm super duper excited for the weekend ahead. Anthea says, morning. I'm a 10 because it's my birthday. Happy birthday to you, Anthea. We also have Nathan saying, good morning, my favorite team. I'm so excited. I would love to add some extra things, but I'm about 10, maybe more. My odometer of happiness is overrated. And then, of course, Vincent says, morning Expresso fam, have a beautiful day. You too, Vincent, thank you for that. Carmen says, 10 out of 10. It is quality time with my family and friends. Time to relax the brain after a very busy week at work. Well, thank you for connecting with us and continue to do so. We are on the socials, and of course, our hashtag is Expresso Show.
Now, one of the biggest big screen releases made in 2018 first started off as a revolutionary video game. Today, Lara Croft returns tougher than ever for Tomb Raider. Helming the heroism is a new generation of exceptionally talented Academy Award winner Alicia Vikander. Now, using her grit, her wit and adventurous spirit and irrepressible will to survive, Miss Croft must uncover the mystery of her father's disappearance. But the young Tomb Raider's origins are also intensely physically forged too. The gorgeous Oscar winner pulls no punches and put in some serious sweat, so it's going to be an action-packed, fast-paced and guaranteed to keep you on the edge of your seats by the tips of your fingers type of movie. If you also have a thirst for adventure, then we have the competition just for you. Now, Expresso, Warner Brothers Pictures and Metro Goldwyn Mayer Pictures is celebrating the Tomb Raider's return by giving you the opportunity to win a chance of a lifetime trip for two to Egypt with 75,000 Rand. Now, you too can explore the ancient wonders of Luxor, be awed by the grandeur of the Valley of the Kings, experience the secrets of King Tutankhamun's tomb, and meet real-life mummies in the flesh. Figuratively speaking, that is. So to be our lucky winner, visit the Expresso Facebook page, find the competition post, and tell us about a moment in your life where you proudly rose to the occasion, or you overcame the odds, or achieved the unexpected, just like Lara Croft did in Tomb Raider. This competition closes on Friday, which is today, and T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. But now let's take a look at what it takes to be Lara Croft in Tomb Raider.
Lara, your father's gone. You can pick up where he left off.
I'm not a freaking superhero.
Now I see the likeness. Recklessness.
What do you know about my father?
Our world is in danger.
Tomb Raider.
Well, I, for one, I'm very excited to see Alicia Vikander as the new Tomb Raider. We're going to be taking a very quick break. When we come back, it is World Sleep Day, and Dr. Darren Green is here to help us understand the importance of sleep. And then this kitchen might seem very, very quiet right now, but just you wait a couple of minutes because Zola Nene will be joining us this morning exactly and make us a beautiful, lovely porridge recipe for breakfast. Stick around for that. Welcome back. You're tuned into your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Can you feel those Friday vibes, man? Awesome stuff. Right now, though, it is time for your Friday Tech Roundup today, and we have tech journalist Brian Smith joining us to run us through the latest. Brian, lovely to have you, my brother.
Thank you. It's great to be back.
Some interesting topics today. Looking forward to getting to it. Let's start off with Donald Trump. Yes, he's going to force himself back into the news again. This time he's talking about a space army.
Well, here's your Donald Trump moment of the week. So now we are dealing with the United States Space Force. This is a recent proposal that actually comes on the back of a joke he made during his presidential campaign.
Really?
Specifically, he's speaking more broadly about the militarization of space, which comes on the back of some other proposals from his administration, which have detailed building a lunar base or even a deep space gateway, so a satellite in between the Earth and the Moon.
Right.
This is a rather interesting proposal because there is already a Space Force in the sense that the United States Air Force actually has a space command in any case. So it's unclear as to the trajectory of this idea. It's another one of those wacky Friday moments, I suppose.
Wacky Friday moment indeed, man. Let's move on quickly to something quite, actually, I wouldn't say newsworthy, but a team of Canadian scientists are working on technology that may be able to give actual sensation back to those with prosthetic limbs.
Definitely. I think
that is fascinating.
This is absolutely fantastic. What scientists have been researching for the past couple of years is a way to bridge, obviously, the mental gap between having a real limb and a prosthesis. Researchers have now created what we can call a neural interface, which is attempting to bridge the sensation of touch, feeling, and better articulated movement in prostheses. So research conducted thus far has shown that with luck, we may be able to give amputees or people born with disabilities the same kind of flexibility with their metallic or otherwise plastic prostheses, the same way they would be able to use their traditional limb.
That is something spectacular. So obviously working with, technology and the actual nerves of the humans. And wow, man, I don't know. That's me trying to unpack it in the most basic form. And finally, doctors may soon be saying goodbye to disposable needles with the inventions of dissolving ones.
This is one I find particularly exciting because it
Yes.
solves two problems at once. Firstly, if you don't like needles like myself,
Yeah.
you dread going into a doctor, this is a new solution. So it essentially miniaturizes the traditional hypodermic needle, which is long as seen in the picture, and creates one that is just between 400 to 600 micrometers, so absolutely tiny, and you won't feel any sensation of pain when receiving an injection of drugs,
Really?
medicine, when using this system. It also solves an environmental problem because using hypodermic needles creates a tremendous amount of bio waste each year.
Yeah.
So with this solution, it'll simply dissolve into the skin and we won't have the same disposal problem we have with traditional needles.
And there's a lot going around on a daily basis if you think about it, yeah. So that will definitely solve a big issue. Thank you very much, Brian, man.
Sure, thank you.
Very, very cool stories. Well, let us know if there's a tech story that that you would like to inform us of. You can do so on our social media pages, Expresso Morning Show, SABC3. And of course, for all the latest in the world of technology, you can always log on to our website, expressoshow.com.
So as the week draws to a close, I'm sure lots of us are weary and tired because it's been such a long week, but possibly also because we haven't gotten enough sleep throughout the week. Well, today is World Sleep Day, and every year it is a celebration of all things sleep, and we learn more about it, how necessary it is in our lives, and that's exactly why we have our resident Dr. Darren Green here to educate us on all things Z's. Dr. Green, how are you? How are you?
Good at you, bud.
Excellent. So did you get a good night's rest?
Yes, better than normal.
Better than normal. What is considered normal? I mean, do we get enough sleep in general?
Yeah, I think as a population and as a nation, definitely no.
Yeah.
How do we know this? We can just look at the trends of mental health, illness, of disease itself, and obviously people need to realize, and what today is about is actually drawing that correlation between a lack of sleep and what it manifests as.
Yeah. So what are some of the tips that you have, especially for people that work irregular schedules and hours like ours, and people that travel a lot? How do you then get a good sleep routine or sleep better so that you can get the health benefits thereof?
Plan. So you need to
plan
know...
your sleep now?
Yes,
Schedule
you have
it.
to. You have to schedule it. I mean, you've got to know exactly where you're going to be. You've got to know what the facilities are like. Because all the things that play an incredible role when you sleep, things ranging from the temperature of the room, the light content of the room, your routine before, and when you eat your last meal before going to bed at night. No big meals 3 hours before you sleep. Then, of course, the actual materials, the pillows, the cushions, the actual quality of the bed itself, the pajamas you sleep in.
My couch is so comfortable.
I can't sleep on a couch.
Not for 7 to 9 hours. You might feel the effects when you hit your 40s, Kat.
Oh, right. Really? Okay, so there's long-term effects.
Yeah, on your joints, on your musculoskeletal system, on the alignment of the spine, all that kind of thing as well. But, the problem is obviously good sleep hygiene tips and a planned routine. And for the business travelers, that's always really a tough one.
Now, Dr. Darren Green, you said statistically we as a nation, we don't sleep enough based on the stats that's been released. What are the long-term effects for, accumulating that sleep debt?
You're going to look like that. I mean, you've got to realize, so your mood changes when you don't sleep enough. You become grumpy, irritable, agitated. That leads to appetite changes. So you either eat too much or you eat too little. With that grumpiness, the mood changes, the energy swings. And then, of course, you have the long-term effects of sleep on your blood pressure, and most importantly, your immune system. When you hear people say, I'm run down, I've been working hard, I'm stressed, I'm not sleeping, they're more prone to infections every day, things like the flu, things like other bugs, obviously.
I mean,
So I was just going to ask, is it possible to catch up on sleep? Because they always say you can't catch up lost sleep.
Sleep debt. To a degree, you can, but the problem is, obviously, we see sleep as recovering from the previous day. That's the wrong mindset. We should see sleep as preparing for the next day.
I like that.
Big difference.
Yeah, a book that I read said a good day starts with a good night.
There you go.
Yeah. So,
100%.
So then when you are in bed, so let's say you've planned it properly, and miraculously you're in bed by 8 o'clock in the evening. Wow. Yes, miraculous.
Parents out there.
What are some of the sleep rituals you recommend in order to set the scene, the environment for a good night's rest?
Decrease the stimulation as you start moving towards bedtime. I mentioned the big meals. Don't eat big meals within that short period of time. Dim the lights in the house, soften the lighting. Obviously have a hot bath or shower, raising your core temperature and then cooling down relaxes you. Most certainly, like a Turkish bath and a spa experience does too. too. And then a hot drink, a tea like chamomile tea, for example. Peppermint tea is a good digestive as well. Scents and smells in terms of things like lavender oil and essential oil in the bedroom, also useful. And then the bright lights, the LED lights from your phone, from your laptop, the action movies that you watch before going to bed at night, keep your neurons firing. The reading material you use, obviously, as well. So there's so much you can do in terms of that.
Yeah, if good sleep can help you look like that, then I think it's definitely worth a try.
Yes, please. Well, Dr. Darren Green, thank you so much for joining us on today, which is World Sleep Day. So make sure you put all of these cool tips and tricks that Dr. Darren Green shared today to make sure that you get a good night's rest.
So just before we do anything, can we just make some serious noise for Zola Nene joining us in the kitchen? Yes, yes. Say. All right, get. Someday noise will be made like that.
I need to come back more often. This is like amazing.
It is, eh?
It's welcome.
I don't know what it feels like. I don't know, but hopefully someday I'll also have noise like that. I don't know. Zola Nene, everyone. Lovely to have you, Zola.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Yeah, man. So you're going to be joining us the entire morning, which is amazing.
I'm here to stay.
You look more beautiful than ever.
Oh,
yes. Do you want another compliment?
No, it's okay.
Okay, you've got such a beautiful smile. It's amazing. I missed it. Yes, we are making pop right now, but not just any pop. Pop is as South African as you get.
Absolutely.
Breakfast, braais, whatever you can. A pop tart.
Absolutely. So every culture in South Africa has a version of pop.
Absolutely.
And this is my favorite. We call it Iphalishi, which is just morning pop or soft pop.
Okay.
And I used to love having this as a child. I still love it today, but it takes quite a while to sort of cook.
Yeah.
So I have it as a treat or when my mom makes it. See, Iphalishi is the best when your mom makes it.
You see now, I remember in the culinary hotline once, way back when, there was a question about saying that a guy called in saying that every time he eats pop, mini pop, he gets stomach ache. And then you say to him, it's because you don't cook it enough.
You don't cook it long enough. Absolutely. You've got to cook it for at least 30 to 45 minutes.
That's it.
Yeah, it's a long, slow process.
Let's make it proper.
Okay, let's make it proper. Okay, so in here we've got some water just heating up.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's lots of different ways to make Iphalishi.
Yes.
This is one that I do these days just to enrich it a little bit. I add extra milk in the cooking. Yeah. My mom never did. She always just used water. But I like this, and then she added the milk afterwards. Okay, so I'm going to add the milk now.
Well, make it like Zola makes it.
I'm going to make it like I make it. Okay, so water there.
What's hanging in? What's happening?
Okay, so hot water.
Yes.
A pinch of salt because you need the salt.
Always need some salt.
You need the salt, not too much because you don't want it salty. Unless you do want it salty, that's up to you.
Exactly.
Okay, then this is mealie pop, basically. Yes. And then I add cold Clover full cream milk to this just to make a slurry. This helps not make lumps. So when my mom makes it, because she's been making it for forever, she's braver than me and she just puts it straight in there and she uses elbow grease.
Okay, got it.
I am a little bit more afraid. I need more practice, I guess. So I just add the milk to this just
afraid or clever?
Yeah, I like a bit of insurance when I cook. Okay, so then once this is like a slurry, it sort of makes sure that it's not going to form lumps. Then you sort of add this to this.
Right.
Okay. And then I start with a whisk. And then I switch to a wooden spoon. I like mine quite runny, like my pop quite runny.
No,
so, so some people like it a bit more stiff. It's all about the ratios. I do 4-1. Okay. You could do 3-1 if you wanted, as that's 1 pup, 3 liquid, or 4 liquid, 1 pup, whatever.
Yeah, wow. There's a math for Friday.
You can see that it's starting to thicken up. Can you? Oh,
yeah. Oh, it is.
It's starting to thicken up. So at this stage, and also when you make pup, don't be afraid of the crust that it forms at the bottom. That is supposed to happen. That's part of the flavor development. Okay. So just cook it very slowly over low heat. Close it every now and then. Go back to it. Stir it. You've got to nurse it. And then once it's done, it's a magical thing. I love pup. Okay. So you can see mine's very liquid. So into a bowl to serve.
The keyword is Clover. SMS that to 33728. That's Clover to 33728 to get your hands on the, what is it called?
Iphalishi
pop. Yeah.
Then to serve it, always a little bit of extra milk.
All right.
Okay. Just like that. Yeah. And then pass me the sugar.
Okay,
and then also always a little bit of extra butter.
Yes, please.
Yeah, yes. You know what? No butter. Okay. And then a little bit of sugar, or you could use honey if you wanted. And then you never stir the extra milk in. So when you scoop it, it's like, a bit of milk, a bit of puff.
Now you see, breakfast of champions. Zola, you are our champion. The keyword is Clover. SMS that to 33728 for your Iphalishi pop. Yes, make it for breakfast this morning. Remember, 30 to 40 minutes, It needs to be in there.
Must cook it for long
enough.
enough.
It must be just perfect, just like Zola. Just like Zola. Zola's going to be here, don't worry.
Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA, made with love by Clover.
Oh, fantastic to have Zola Nene back in our kitchen. And in fact, after the break, we take a look at some of the highlights from her birthday celebration as we celebrate with the original culinary queen.
Aha, of course. And then after the break, we'll also bring you highlights from this coming weekend's Cape Town Carnival that's kicking off. We went behind the scenes as they prep for one of the biggest events to take place in Cape Town tomorrow. So we'll see you after the break.
Get a taste of the smooth island life and win big with Tropica Island of Treasure Maldives. Buy a Tropica, follow the entry details on the pack, and you could win daily airtime prizes, Daniel Klein watches, American Tourista luggage for your next adventure, vouchers from loot.co.za to shop the hot daily deals online, and the grand prize of a Kia Picanto. For competition T's and C's, visit tropica.co.za. And don't forget to watch Tropica Island of Treasure Maldives every Monday at 7:30 p.m. on SABC3.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Friday feel-good edition of your feel-good breakfast show Expresso on SABC3. Now, last Wednesday, the 7th of March, you should actually put that down in your diary already because it's a very, very important day known throughout the country as National Zola Nene Day. Okay, on that day, we celebrated the birthday of one of our dearest family members, none other than Zola Nene, the original queen of the culinary play. Let's
Oh my gosh, Katleros.
You know how much we love you. Hey?
I love you the same, but you guys,
we've missed you, and we're so happy with everything that you've been doing and achieving. You're traveling, you're just dazzling the people all over the world. But let's quickly talk about the celebration of this special little one.
It's me.
It's me. And this was you at how old?
At 3. I just turned 3 here. Yeah.
And you were always the fashionable one.
I was cute, that's for sure.
Own it.
And I had bangles on. The bangles, actually, I wish I could take credit for, but that was my dad. My dad I was his first girl, and he was like, she's going to bedazzle me. So he made sure I wore bangles for since little.
Brilliant. And I'm sure that he was so proud to have been at your birthday party.
He was.
Full colour was the theme.
Full colour, yeah, because I love colour. And also, if you see somebody dressed in full colour, you can't help but smile. It just makes you happy. So I wanted everybody to come dressed in happiness.
Yes.
So that's why I made the theme. Full colour celebration.
And I love the pictures from it. It made me feel such FOMO for not being able to be there. But I know that a host of your friends and family and the most important people in your life were
Those
there.
Are my parents.
That's and
Aunt.
And even your little nephew.
My little nephew Tobias. Tobias. Yes. My nephew's name is Tobias.
Tobias. There he is.
The baby.
Look at you. You are so in your element.
Leg. Oh gosh.
Well, how?
My sister dressed him up for my birthday as a chef. I was finished.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, this must be probably like your favorite picture of him ever. Let's quickly talk about how special it was, just having those people.
No, it truly was. It truly was. I mean, I try to celebrate birthdays, even though it's not the best feeling getting older.
Yeah.
I do enjoy celebrating it. I mean, if you think about it, birthdays are the only time besides funerals and weddings and funerals and weddings are when you can get your family and the people that you love together to celebrate, right?
Or the lotto.
Okay, all the lotto. So I make a point to make sure that I celebrate and I celebrate big. And no, it's not a milestone birthday that everyone thinks. I turned to something. But it wasn't a milestone, but I celebrate every year.
Okay. But earlier on, we saw pictures of your birthday cake that was made by one of your very good friends, Sebastian Newman from Bakes with Bass. Look at that.
How spectacular. The only brief I gave him was, it's full colour, I need it to be very colourful. And he came up with the shwe design, a bit of rose gold, a young meringue, caramelized popcorn, the flavour, malted vanilla sponge with white chocolate, cream cheese frosting. Boom. Bass, ooh, you did the thing.
Wow, he did all the things that need to be done. There's Bass there.
There he is.
On the left.
Baker extraordinaire. It was absolutely exquisite, the cake, and it tasted equally.
Is it finished?
It is.
Oh, man. Sauce. But yeah, like you say, what's the importance for you, for bringing together people that you have had throughout your life to celebrate moments like this for you? What's the importance? Does it make you appreciate life a bit more?
No, it absolutely does. And it's an opportunity for me to say thank you. We don't say it enough. We don't say enough that, you've added a lot to my life, and I appreciate it. I'm here for these 30-something years because you've been a huge part of my life, and that's what's important to me. And it was fantastic. You were missed. You were definitely missed, and I wish you could have been there. But life happens, and we'll celebrate another time.
Yeah. Did they sing for you?
They did sing for me.
But we haven't sang for you yet. So everybody, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to belated birthday. Happy belated birthday to you. Happy belated birthday, dear Zola. Happy belated birthday to.
Oh, well, listen, the celebrations will definitely be continuing throughout the weekend, as tomorrow, the 17th of March, the Greenpoint Fan Walk in Cape Town will become a kaleidoscope of colour, music, dance, and most importantly, smiles as the Cape Town Carnival 2018 comes to life. And this spectacular show takes a lot of dedication and preparation and is no mean feat, creating Cape Town's biggest party.
The Cape Town Carnival begins in a warehouse in the mother city, where the organisers, designers and craftsmen put together the vision for the annual Arts and Culture Extravaganza.
This year's Cape Town Carnival theme, Mother City, Mother Nature, is one that resonated super strongly with everybody we spoke to. All the participating group leaders who were part of the brainstorm sessions, the crew members here in the Cape Town Carnival workshop, all had their own personal and individual responses. Of course, brought even more clearly into highlight by the fact that Cape Town is experiencing an environmental crisis right now. Cape Townians are 80% or more of the Cape Town Carnival audience every year packing the streets of the fan walk, and they can look forward to a wonderful experience, reminding them of some of the things that make this space, this city, this region so incredibly special. The Cape Floral Kingdom, the diversity of people and cultural groups that we experience in this city, the beauty of the natural environment, as well as things like water issues and our renewed and heightened appreciation for how valuable water is in our lives.
The carnival is created by an enormous team across various departments, from costumes and makeup to metalwork, woodwork, and even a painting department for the floats.
Because so many people are part of the creative process, integrating the inputs of a whole lot of different people and finding what the common threads are, what resonates then back with the people who are responding to them is a fun as well as challenging process.
From this year's costume designs, we can expect a lot of color, put a lot of glitter on the costumes, the headgears, the neck pieces. Because it's nature, we've got a lot of floral colors, the trees, the water. What I really enjoy about being at Cape Town Carnival are the people that I work around with. They're always so full of energy and happy to be here, excitement every day. So the days are never long, they're always just nice.
This is my favorite department, which is the fabrication. Taking everything that has been from the welding side to dress it up, and we get like a skeleton part of the structure or the sculpture, and then us here we give it life, and then those guys that side in the painting department, they give it color and awesomeness. Most of the people we work with, they almost became one family now. So as I see my colleagues, I see my fellow brothers and sisters.
The live element of the carnival is provided by the local performers, which includes actors, musicians, and dancers.
The whole Cape Town Carnival experience is very exciting. It makes your heart warm when you know that you can deliver a message to people, and we just like everyone to accept what we have and appreciate it, because once it's gone, it's gone. I am looking forward to getting the masses together twice as much as last year and just making them aware of our mother nature, especially Cape Town. I am South Africa's national flower, so it's just getting the people attracted to us and preserving us because we are rare. Happiness, smiles, come and enjoy it, be with us, experience the journey. It's so much fun and you will enjoy yourself.
Come be part of the family, enjoy, the theme is beautiful. I'm sure everybody will be prepared and beautiful, matching the theme of this year.
You're going to leave on that night with the sense that we are family.
A night of beauty, diversity, and loads of fun. Make sure you don't miss the 2018 Cape Town Carnival.
All right now it is time for a little bit of serious fun on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's a Friday after all. Now, Lay's Chips are sending 5 very lucky winners on the trip of a lifetime this May with the hashtag Lay's Ukraine Experience, which includes tickets to the UEFA Champions League final. Man! And that's, of course, alongside our very own Zoe and Katlego. Now, when it comes to traveling, the thrill starts long before the journey. From planning what to pack to deciding what places to explore. Forget the butterflies. We feel the whole zoo just thinking about it. But with the hashtag Lay's Ukraine Experience sending Kat and Zoe into pre-travel euphoria, we decided to test their knowledge of the Ukrainian language to make sure that they can get from A to Z properly. You see what I did there? Let's see who studied harder. Okay, have you guys studied? Yes? How's the Ukrainian?
Listen, I have a very bad knack for language, so I need more practice.
Dobre ranok.
I don't know what. No, I don't think
that means good morning in Ukrainian.
Really? Okay. Well, listen. Let's test them. So one of you will answer in Ukrainian for yes. That's tak. You.
Okay. So every time I want to say yes, I've got to say tak.
Yeah, that's right. Yes. Okay. Otherwise, you lose a point. Okay.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to identify the correct Ukrainian term for certain phrases. Now it's multiple choice. Okay. And whoever knows the answer first, hit the bell. Okay. Just like that. And you have to get the right answer to get a point or a ball in the goal, seeing that it is the UEFA Champions League, okay? And there's a bonus ball or point up for grabs if you pronounce it correctly. as well.
Okay.
I hope, yeah, okay, so it's multiple choice. It's
multiple choice, yes. A, B, or C.
Okay.
And you just have to correct the guess, the right one. Okay.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Duck.
Shall we do this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you got it.
He's there.
Let's go for the first one. All right. The Ukrainians have...
Front and center.
Center. The Ukrainians have a number of ways to greet someone, be it formal or slang. Now, I want the universal Ukrainian word for hello. Look at this.
But I don't...
Okay, Zoe.
You just say to finish the question.
Okay, I thought you would... Okay, no, go.
Okay, I'm going to say A. Привет.
I'm going to say B.
All right. In this case, Zoe is correct. Yes. Zoe is... Oh, Zoe's incorrect. Oh, I'm sorry. It's B. Well done, Kat.
Oh,
Did you
my
say
guy.
duck?
I said duck.
Did you say duck? Okay, cool. Pronounce it, dude.
Dobry den.
Dobry den. All right, let's quickly take a listen to the right pronunciation.
Dobry den. Dobry den.
Dobry den.
Yeah,
You got it right.
Duck, I get the ball.
And an extra ball for Kat.
Do I get a chip as well?
And the second question. All right, listen carefully,
I'm listening.
Zoe.
I'm listening.
This is a word that you'll be using a lot on your hashtag Lay's Ukrainian experience, especially to the folk at Lay's. Give me the correct Ukrainian term for thank you. Look at the screen.
I really hit it. I already looked at the options now.
Do I?
Go for it. What's your answer?
It's C.
C. How do you say it?
Dziękuję.
All right. Well, that is the correct answer. Yes.
Guys,
Let's
okay.
listen to the pronunciation.
Dziękuję. Dziękuję.
Dziękuję. I will give you a ball for that. And the chip.
I feel very sad
and
about
the chip. All right. Eyes front and center. All right, here we go. Did you know that it is the 63rd season of the UEFA Champions League this year? And we know that both get to go to the final. But do you even know what the Ukrainian term for football is? Do you? Okay, is it A, B, or C?
It's A.
I was going to go C.
Okay, so let's
What is
the
the
right
correct
answer.
answer?
Pronunciation. It is A.
It is A, right? And you pronounce it football.
Football.
Football. It's just like that. Get a chip and a ball.
Cheating.
All right, so far, Kat is winning.
And I'm starving here.
You're not allowed to have one, Zoe. Okay, here we go with the last one. This is probably the most important question of the day, okay? How do you correctly ask the following? Where can I buy Lay's? A, B, or C? All right. Kat, let's go for it.
If you get it wrong, you lose a ball.
They are muso kupiti Lay's.
A, B, or C?
C. It looks...
That is correct. That is the correct answer. That was a lucky guess. Okay, just let me hear you say it one more time.
They are mozu kupiti Lay's.
Right, let's hear from our translator.
De yamoju kupiti Lay's chips.
De yamozu kupiti Lay's. Kat, you obviously studied very, very hard for this. You get another ball and a chip. You can have the whole bowl now, dude. And it's official, our Ukrainian lingo champion with the most number of balls and chips in their mouths is Kat. Dude, you've got some serious work to do, Zoe. I'm sorry, but you can also have a
brush up my
chip.
Ukrainian.
Well done, dude. But this is going to be very, very exciting. Kat, you seem that you are ready. Zoe, just a little bit more studying.
Just on the language side.
Listen, hashtag life needs flavor, and Lay's has just the right amount of flavor for you. Now, they're giving you the chance to win a hashtag Lay's Ukraine experience plus tickets to see the UEFA Champions League final. So all you have to do is buy a UCL branded Lay's pack. Dial star 120 star 76453 hash. That's star 120 star 76453 hash, and follow the prompts for one entry into the competition. Now, there are also other very exciting prizes up for grabs just waiting to be won. And remember to keep your slip. Very important. Now, T's and C's do apply. You can visit Lay's South Africa Facebook page to find them.
I'm so ready for this. So ready.
Stand a chance to win a Ukraine experience plus double tickets to the UEFA Champions League final. To enter, buy, dial, and stand a chance to win.
Oh man, that was terribly exciting, man. Kat, well done once again. You are our winner. That's going to be an experience of note. We're going to take a quick ad break. These gents are back, lost and found. They're performing for us afterwards. Don't miss it.
How does it feel to be a Jaeger?
You feel invincible. Jaeger pilots! Let's make a difference.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Kat, you can wipe off that smile. I know you're very smug. Winning.
I wasn't even thinking about that.
Well, it's now time for us to get into our international entertainment news. And of course, Zola is still hanging out with us.
Yes. All right, internationally speaking, Kanye West's clothing company, you know, Yeezy?
Yeezy.
They're in a bit of trouble. They've been hit with a copyright infringement lawsuit by a company claiming that their camouflage pattern was ripped off in Yeezy's designs. Take a look at that and you can make your mind up when you look at that. So Jordan Outdoor Enterprises claims that Yeezy, the Yeezy camo print has distinctive markings identical to their real tree camouflage print, and they're asking for financial compensation as well as having all clothing items with the prints in question removed from stores and destroyed.
Wow, that's
and
harsh.
destroyed. To make matters worse, a representative from Yeezy Apparel.
That's
a great meme.
That's a
greatest
picture.
meme
I was
ever.
looking at that and I was like, yo,
So-
it needs to come with a sound effect.
So a rep from Yeezy Apparel reached out to the company to discuss using their pattern, but the collaboration never materialized, so to speak, leaving speculation as to whether or not the camo is a blatant copy. So imitation may be the greatest form of flattery, they say, but it can also land you a lawsuit.
Wow.
What do you think? Is it too similar? Is it just...
It's a bit strange to copyright camouflage. I mean, isn't it designed after what trees look like?
Yeah, but I guess, well, trees, leaves, you know, that kind of natural environment. But these guys are saying that this was our
their
motif
pattern.
and our inspiration. That's what our print is. And then
So they've identified exact things.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Anyway.
that's going to be interesting. But I feel like the Yeezy brand's strong enough to survive this.
Yeah.
Even if it had to go to court.
They must destroy the stuff as well. Okay, lastly, yesterday was a very special day for Demi Lovato as she celebrated being sober for 6 years.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah. Demi
Well
previously
done, her.
battled substance abuse and eating disorder and also self-inflicted harm, and she's been candid with her fans about her journey and recovery. Demi's 2011 hit song Skyscraper has been an inspiration to young people overcoming challenges, and she's also publicly spoken about her bipolar disorder and her struggle with addiction as an advocate for awareness and help. The 25-year-old singer is about to embark on a world tour and admits some days aren't as easy. Demi is determined to stay sober though, and she is she has a circle of support around her and says that each and every day is a celebration. And I think that is a massive, massive positive note for anybody who's ever gone through something like that. Eh?
Unbelievable.
But I mean, she's her whole battle she went through very publicly, so it's a big milestone for her to, celebrate her 6th year and to many more to come. So well done to her, and I think, like you said, a lot of people can look up to her and also relate to her in that sense.
Absolutely.
Right. Well, thank you very much, guys. That's all I got for you from the International News Desk. Anyway, now switching over to... I just had to make that definite cut. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
We have an opportunity for you to win tickets to go and check out Pacific Rim, but we wanted to show you what you can expect at that exclusive screening. Take a look at this.
How does it feel to be a Jaeger?
You feel invincible.
Jaeger pilots! Let's make a difference. Fire everything you got!
Well, he's pretty big.
Explosions, oceans, monsters, all that kind of stuff. Have you guys seen the first Pacific Rim?
No.
Do yourself a favor. Ask Ewan. It's
amazing. He says it's amazing.
It's amazing. So we're giving away tickets with our partners New Metro Canal Walk in Cape Town, New Metro Clearwater Mall in Johannesburg, and New Metro Kenobia in Durban on Tuesday, the 20th of March at 8 p.m. Now, all three of these cinemas are New Metro Extreme cinemas, which means, and the ones in Cape Town and in KZN have the largest cinema screens in those provinces. It's massive. It's a huge experience. And all of these Extreme cinemas feature premium large format screens, 360-degree Dolby Atmos sound, and advanced crystal clear digital projection technology. Now, all you have to do to win is SMS Uprising, your name and city to 40675. Those SMSs will cost you R1 per SMS, and no free minutes or free bundles apply.
Thank you so much, Kat. Well, sticking to the movies, if you're planning maybe a weekend indoors and enjoying some of your favorite movies, then SABC has a great movie lineup for you this weekend, kicking off on Friday night with its complicated, brilliant movie starring the lovely Meryl Streep and Alec Baldwin as well. And it's about a divorced couple who enter into an affair after 10 years of divorce. And it's really an unconventional setup of a romantic comedy. Plus, Meryl Streep's performance is sure to make you laugh alongside with the characters as they get tangled up in relationships and hijinks. Let's quickly take a look.
Janie, come on. He cheats on you with her. Your 20-year marriage ends. Then 6 months later, she leaves Jake and runs off with some random guy.
Oh, Joe, you are so lucky Jerry is dead.
Thank you.
You don't have to bump into him.
Well, that's true.
I'm having an affair with a married man.
You're not saying.
Oh, yes, I am.
Home sweet home.
Oh, God.
But I've never really known how to live without you. I have a young wife, but I am having sex with my old one. So I didn't mean old.
It's Complicated, Friday at 9:30 on 3.
It's a brilliant movie, so don't make sure you catch it. That's at 9:30 tonight on SABC3. And then on Saturday night, SABC has got you covered with not one but two back-to-back comedies. And what's the worst that could happen? That's the first one. It's first up at 7 o'clock. It stars Martin Lawrence and also Danny DeVito. And in a comedy about a professional thief who gets robbed by the man that is actually trying to rob. Okay, sounds complicated, but it showcases a series of schemes to get back at each other.
Just like music.
I thought you were a businessman.
I'm in the business of stealing. How about I walk out of here? Nothing taken, nothing harm. How does that sound?
You come into my house, into my bedroom, take my ring.
What?
Hey, rob the thief.
Think that's just funny?
I'm naked.
You give me my ring?
Oh, yeah.
And I'll leave you alone.
Well, you know what you could do, scumbucket? You could... my...
That's what I call entertainment.
Two absolutely screen legends at work there. And then The Ice Harvest is a darker comedy starring John Cusack and Billy Bob Thornton, who plays a pair of associates who embezzle $2 million from their boss and are planning to skip town with the money. But unfortunately for their plans, the road out of the city have been blocked.
If you are what you do and you never do anything, then what are you?
Our finest gifts we bring for
How much?
$2,147,000.
Anybody
but a lawyer would consider the consequences.
Does this mean you're rich, Charlie? Because if you are, we could run away together.
It is a thought.
Leaving Wichita? Damn right it's a thought.
I should be home in Kansas City watching my kids open their Christmas presents. Now I gotta waste the whole day looking for that nitwit.
Just drop the gun.
You ever notice how weird people get this time of year?
It's Christmas. Everybody's nice on Christmas.
Only morons are nice at Christmas.
What's that, Roy?
Ice Harvest, Saturday at 9:30 on 3. The stage is yours.
So that's the Ice Harvest at 9:30 on Saturday night. And then sit back and relax and enjoy the last day of the weekend with SABC3's Bollywood movie Vanavarayan Valavarayan, a romantic comedy set in rural Coimbatore. Now, it follows the two brothers, Vanavarayan and Valavarayan, whose relationship is tested when one brother falls in love with a girl and their relationship causes an uproar amongst their family.
Two brothers who are inseparable finally part ways due to their undeniable differences and personal choices. And this downward spiral completely destroys the unbreakable bond they once shared. Watch this Bollywood movie this Sunday at 3 on 3. The stage is yours.
Theme tune.
And there you have it, a great lineup of movies across your weekend. And by watching that Bollywood blockbuster at the end of your weekend, sure you'll have a brilliant week. So make sure you stay tuned to SABC3. The stage is yours.
All right, stay tuned to your feel-good breakfast show. When we return shortly, we'll have more live music from Lost and Found.
I just whispered to you, should I go first?
Okay, you go first and I'll pretend
and
to
then
go
we'll
again.
celebrate birthdays after the break.
And then we'll have live music from Lost and Found.
Brave star. Eyes of the heart, ears of the womb.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Happy birthday, a very happy birthday to you.
Yes, it is your birthday song and it's very long. We're about to wish you happy birthday along with some famous people around the world celebrating their birthdays too.
That's right. Well, I'm going to hijack this moment quickly for a second.
Yeah.
My dad's celebrating his birthday today.
Hey! Happy birthday, Zoe, Daddy!
I'll call you after the show. And you're celebrating your birthday with Alexandra Daddario, born on the 16th of March in 1986. And Alexandra started off her acting career in the daytime soap All My Children, and then of course also starring in the roles of Percy Jackson films and recently in the movie Baywatch alongside Zac Efron.
Yes, there we go. Now also celebrating her birthday is R&B singer Janae Aiko, who was born on the 16th of March 1988 and of course rose to fame as a vocalist for R&B group B2. What? No, she was not part of that group.
Okay, also celebrating their birthday today is South Korean actress Jung So-min, born on the 16th of March in 1989, and she made her mainstream debut in 2010 in the drama Bad Guy, and also rose to fame with her leading role in the romantic drama Playful Kiss.
Also, very happy birthday to one of our viewers, Usnazo. There's Snazo, looking beautiful in that selfie. Happy birthday to you. And of course, let us know when your birthday is. Link up with us on our social media platforms at Expresso Show, SABC3, at Expresso Show on Twitter. And let us know when your birthday is, because we'd love to celebrate it with you.
Thank you so much, guys. And on that happy note, let's quickly get into news headlines for the last time on your Friday morning. In your national news, despite information before the courts that the contingency plan to pay social grants by April the 1st would not be ready, the Cabinet says it is satisfied that the beneficiaries of social grants will be paid on this date. Communications Minister Nomvula Mokonyane said in a statement this was in line with the Constitutional Court judgment that ordered the extension of the current contract with Cash Paymaster Services up until the 31st of March 2018. Mokonyane reiterated government's commitment to the social assistance program. And Chair of the National Council of Provinces, Thandi Modise, says that the Parliament must be dynamic and hold the executives to account in efforts to comprehensively address the needs of the rural women. She is currently leading a multi-party parliamentary delegation to this year's Commission on the Status of Women in New York. Modise has also emphasized the need for members of legislatures to scrutinize departmental budgets to ensure that adequate amounts are earmarked for gender equality. In your international news, this year's happiest place on earth is Finland, according to an annual UN report, toppling Norway from the #1 spot. The World Happiness Report measures subjective well-being, how happy people feel they are, and also why. Norway, Denmark, Iceland, and Switzerland were the other countries in the top 5. The USA and UK came in at 18 and 19 respectively. South Africa was named the world's 105th happiest country. No less than 8 other African countries said they were happier than South Africans. And lastly, Namibia's Ministry of Health has instructed food inspectors to remove products that are likely linked to listeriosis from shelves in shops all over the country. This came after reports this week that said the country had recorded its first case of listeriosis. Zimbabwe's largest cold meat processor yesterday said its products are safe and have not been affected by the outbreak of listeriosis in South Africa. The company said its processes are based on the International Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Point system. And that's a wrap of your news headlines on your Friday morning.
And so on this Friday morning, we wrap up the sport by looking at what you can expect over the weekend. Now, the round 1 second leg ties of the CAF Champions League take centre stage this weekend, which sees Bidvest and Mamelodi Sundowns in action. 2016 champions Sundowns still have it all to play for as they take on Rwanda's Rayon Sports on Sunday with the aggregate score at 0-0. While over in Johannesburg, Wits will need to overturn a 1-0 deficit when they tackle Angola's Primeiro de Agosto tomorrow. The final 4 teams of the FA Cup will be decided this weekend with the quarterfinals set to take place. Up first, Swansea welcomed Tottenham Hotspur to the Liberty Stadium, and the two have met twice before in this season in the league, which saw a goalless draw and a 2-0 win for the Spurs. Also in FA Cup action this weekend, Man United tackle Brighton, Wigan host Southampton, while Chelsea tackle Leicester. In rugby news, the Bulls and Chiefs kickstart Week 5 of Super Rugby today with the clash in New Zealand. While the Chiefs walked away with a 28-12 victory in this fixture last year, a win today will be vital for both teams, who are currently sitting with only one win so far this season. In other fixtures, the Sharks tackle the Brumbies, the Stormers host the Blues, while the Lions battle against the Sunwolves. And finally, sprinter Karina Horn set a new South African record in the 100 metres yesterday at the ASA Senior Championships in Pretoria. The 100-metre semi-finals, Horn crossed the line in 11.03 seconds, shaving off 0.03 seconds off the previous record, which was set by Yvette de Klerk in 1990. Another South African record was also broken in the junior men's 100-metre sprint as 18-year-old Thando Dlodlo clocked in 10.11 seconds. And that's a roundup of your sporting news.
Thank you so much, Kat. Let's quickly take a last look at your weather and your temperatures. And it looks like cool to mild temperatures are going to be expected in parts of the country, with warmer temperatures up in the north. Polokwane starting off on 17 minimum with a maximum 32 degrees and a chance of thunder showers. Some thunder showers expected for Mbombela as well today, 16 minimum with a maximum 28. Pretoria 15.31, Johannesburg 13.28, Mahikeng 18.33, Klerksdorp 16.30, Kimberley starting off the morning on 15 minimum with a maximum 28 later on today. Bloemfontein can expect a couple of thunder showers, 11 minimum with a maximum 23. Some rain expected for Richards Bay, 19 and a maximum of a mild 24. Pietermaritzburg 14 with a maximum 18 degrees and also some rain expected. And some rain for Durban as well, 20 minimum with a maximum 22. Mthatha can expect some thunder showers for your Friday, 13 minimum with a maximum 16. East London 15 with a maximum 18 and a chance of rain. Cradock 10-17. Port Elizabeth 16 with a maximum 20. George 12 minimum with a maximum 18 degrees. Sutherland 5 minimum, nice and cool, staying cool with a maximum 18 degrees. Cape Town 14-21. Worcester 8 this morning, reaching up to a maximum of 22. Springbok 13-28. Uppington 15-31. And also please remember to use water very sparingly, especially if you are in Cape Town. And that's where I leave your weather and your temperatures for your Friday morning.
Effaflu C Immune Booster from Pharmadynamics. Effective, affordable healthcare.
This Friday morning, we celebrate the release of Lost and Found's brand new album called Snakes and Ladders. Check it out, and we're also sharing in their wonderful music. And he's about to perform for us right now. Glenn, a song called
Can Anyone?
Can Anyone?
Hold on to what you know. Hold on to what the years have taught you. Opinions come in waves, they crash and break again, and you're left wondering if you've ever known anything at all. Can anyone hear me? Can anyone see me? Can anyone feel me? Journey through this life, we rode a wind and hit that final fork. And the decision that you make, it can't be taken back. The door is closed, the band's played its final chord. Can anyone hear me? Can anyone see me? Can anyone feel me? Can anyone hear me? Can anyone see me? Can anyone feel me? What you know, you're holding on, so don't let go. You're holding on to anyone see me? Can anyone feel me? Can anyone hear me? Can anyone see me? Can anyone feel me?
Come on, Lost and Found on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Can anyone? Music from their latest release. It's called Snakes and Ladders. Gents, thank you very much for being here this morning. I know that you've had a tough journey. You've been traveling, doing a lot of traveling, haven't you?
Yeah, man. We just came back from Taiwan.
Yeah?
Yeah. And then we got back to Joburg for a day, and then we drove here.
You drove down here.
Yeah.
That's how real artists do it.
So we're in a bit of a bubble.
What was Taiwan like, and what were you guys doing there? Were there any performances? Were you marketing the music? What was the deal?
Yeah, we did 6 shows. One was Sappho-Fest, and then the rest were all club shows. I don't think we have a lot of memory because we had a good time. But we're glad to be back, and now we're launching the album in Cape Town.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
So how many shows do you have in Cape Town, and where can people catch you performing?
Where can they catch us?
Tonight we are at a little place called Golden Oldies.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we are playing at the stadium for the little festival happening there, and at Mercury Live. And at night, yeah. And then on Sunday we're at the
Thirsty Oyster in Gordons Bay, and then we're driving home after the show.
It's going to be a fun weekend. Wishing you guys safety on the road as you travel, and of course, do kill those gigs, man. Check them out on social media if you'd like to find out even more about all of the music of Lost and Found and where they are going to be performing, of course. Guys, thank you very, very much. Happy weekend for you. Hope you enjoyed that.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, well, look who's still in studio with us. We're going to talk food trends with Zola Nene when we get back after the break.
Absolutely, and then some deliciousness on the menu because she is delicious.
Simply delicious.
Coffee, muesli, crunch, ice cream. Let me show you from behind the lavender plants.
Ooh.
Look at that. Look at that. It's beautiful. That's heading your way.
If you want a taste of the smooth life and experience paradise for yourself, now is your chance with a very special travel offer. Enjoy a 7-night all-inclusive stay at a beach villa at the 4-star Adaran Select Hudran Fushi in the Maldives from just 23,730 Rand per person sharing, including return speedboat transfers and return flights from Johannesburg. To take advantage of this sizzling hot offer, book before 31 March 2018 and email sa@adaran.com.mv. Terms and conditions apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. This is your feel-good breakfast show with your feel-good culinary queen. Zola Nene is here. Earlier on, we got the scoop from the award-winning chef and food stylist and cookbook author. All of those titles are, yes, they are hers, about the juicy details from her recent birthday party. And now Zola is here to dish on the hottest food trends, the newest restaurants that you absolutely need to try out. But first, we've got a very special honor that we need to commemorate. You were awarded, right?
Yes, the youth. Yeah. I was like, what's
You got
happening?
a shock of your life.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
Tell us about this certificate that you received at, at an award in Johannesburg. You couldn't attend the ceremony.
I couldn't attend because I was having my birthday party.
Yeah.
But yeah, somebody accepted on my behalf. So I got an email from the Gauteng Premier's office saying that I've been awarded a special youth award, a youth excellence award, for my contribution to arts and culture. How cool is that?
That is incredible.
I
mean, you know you've arrived when people have to go and accept awards on your behalf because you couldn't be there because, you know, you were busy.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think. Yeah, I was shocked when I first of all got the email. I was like, oh, look, somebody's pranking me, and then it really happened.
Is this the person that received the award on your behalf? This person taking the picture?
Sarah. Can you see her?
Do you know Sarah?
Of course, you know Sarah too.
Oh, I could. No, I've got blurry vision right now. Okay, anyway, listen, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you. It is an honor. It's an honor that people see me as you know, exemplary, which is really wonderful.
No, you're a shining light in the culinary world, and of course, being that, we trust your opinion completely when it comes to where we should go and eat, what we should try on the menu. So give us your top 3, if you will, best restaurants that we need to go and try.
So the restaurants that everyone's talking about at the moment in Cape Town, there's a restaurant that recently opened. It's called Jansen & Co.
Yeah.
And I haven't been myself just because I haven't had a chance. But everybody is raving about it. It's in Kloof Street.
Yes.
And the food is very different. And a lot of buzz about it in the food world. So if you haven't gone yet, please do go.
Because one of those, just for interest's sake, try it out and then see what you think of it.
For something different, very different. Of course, Luke Dale Roberts is always, you know, in the forefront of things, and he has devised a water-saving menu. So at the test kitchen, he's completed a menu that's very water conscious.
Yeah.
And so that's going to be running for a little while. The drought kitchen, hey?
That is very sharp.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then in Joburg, there's a restaurant called Epicure. So it's an African fusion restaurant. So Coco Reynolds just opened it literally like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And so he went all over Africa, also discovering different types of foods and stuff. And he's opened a restaurant sort of showcasing the best of what he found.
That looks like it needs to be in my mouth. That looks beautiful, delicious.
Beautiful?
I mean, just the presentation of it all.
Absolutely.
That's enough to get your taste buds going. And so far, from the hottest new restaurants, let's talk about some of the hottest food trends. Activated charcoal is a thing now in food.
Activated charcoal is everywhere, yes. In the supermarkets, they're making it. Ice cream, they're making it. Cakes, they're making it. It's everywhere. So activated charcoal is probably taking over the matcha trend. Remember when matcha was everything? Like
everything was matcha.
Your matcha cappuccino with your matcha cake on top of your matcha cream. It was like
crazy.
So now it's activated charcoal. But be careful if you drink too much or eat too much activated charcoal. No, I mean I'm sure it's fine for your teeth because it's activated and stuff.
Okay.
But it counteracts your birth control. So ladies, if you eat too much, careful. You've been warned now.
That is a public service announcement right there.
I'm here to help you.
Tell me about
So activated charcoal. Then last year, remember how last year we were all about the Mexican food and tacos, this and all of that. Now Middle Eastern food is taking over.
Okay.
So and also I think it's also got to do with the communal type of dining, which is also really popular right now. So Middle Eastern food is taking over that front.
Can we talk about the last two very quickly? Craft rum?
Rum. So craft gin is sort of phasing out, and craft rum or rum is going to be the new sort of boozy excitement. So watch out for that. And then what was the other one?
Water-wise cooking is now the thing.
Of course, water-wise cooking, because we live in Cape Town, we must be conscious. So water-wise.
Yeah, the water crisis is more like a national disaster anyway, so we should all be water-wise when it comes to our cooking. Zola, thank you very much. Have a lovely weekend.
My pleasure.
There we go. You've been warned, ladies.
It's always great having Zola in studio, but we're now turning our attention to young and exciting creatives that are pushing the boundaries of theatre and performance by reimagining the experience for the audiences. Now, they do this through fresh collaborations and incorporating new elements of technology, and a production called Clone is setting the bar for the modern age of theatre.
In my opinion, one of the things that makes a good theatre production has to be the creator's ability to challenge traditional theatre conventions and switch things up a bit while playing around with different disciplines. And this is exactly what the production Clone does by fusing together dance, sound, and motion technology in order to create this visually appealing masterpiece.
Clone is an interactive work where motion sensors read cues from the dancer's movements and triggers sounds. The result is a unique musical score with each performance.
Louise, this doesn't look like any other dance piece. How did it come about and what inspired its creation actually?
It's certainly a little bit different, yes. We've been working with our musician Bryden Bolton on this project, and he was really interested in working a little bit with motion sensor technology and seeing how we can create a soundtrack through the dancer's movements. And I think we are now at a point where it really adds something very interesting to what the work is. The idea that the dancer's movements really are creating the soundtrack, and each performance is unique. It's never going to be the same. It can't really be repeated in terms of what you're hearing while the choreography is set. Something I'm very interested in is taking things that are part of the world we're living in today and seeing how that can become part of our dance vocabulary and part of what we work with as dancers and choreographers.
The beauty of the process of creating a piece like Clone is the collaboration between Louise and the dancers. She comes with a lot to give, and then she works with our bodies, and the process of the collaboration is very fulfilling and engaging.
To me, it was quite new because Louise worked with our bodies and not against it, so she used our strengths to create the work, which was quite cool, and yeah, it was quite exciting.
Where audiences are used to dancers working with a musical track, in Clone, the dancers are creating the music live.
The music component to Clone is absolutely important. It adds a complete different level, a complete different dimension, a complete different feel. I mean, it has been done like elsewhere. We're certainly not the first company to be doing it, but I think we are the first company to be exploring it in this way, where we allow movement to create sound. And what it is really, it's a motion sensor which measures the entire space, the depth of the stage, and then depending on where our performers are, they will have a direct sort of influence on what that music sounds like.
It wasn't that challenging because of Louise. I think she's so amazing at what she does. If you get stuck, she'll give you some more direction, or she'll explain it in a different way, or someone else has an idea, so you'll work off of their idea.
Clone is a very abstract piece, and like as a dancer, you never know how you look until an outside eye tells you how you look. So that was quite a challenge for me to put my body in some different ways that I've never done before.
This unconventional production will also have a space where audience members can experience the motion sensor technology and create their own soundscapes.
What would you say was most challenging about getting this production up on its feet?
I think it's always working collaboratively and working with an interdisciplinary project. There's always communication that needs to remain open. Communication with the musician and communication with the dancers as we are shaping the work. And that is a challenge because it's no longer just me as a choreographer making decisions. It's decisions that need to be decided upon within a group. But I think with Clone, it's a new experience. I think I want audiences to experience something new and not to just watch dance and absorb it and as movement, but to watch dance that is merging a whole group of different disciplines together and trying to present something that's quite new and unique and that hasn't necessarily been presented to this audience yet.
If you're looking for a theatre experience of a different kind, be sure not to miss this perfectly crafted experimental dance piece. It is running at the Centre for the Less Good Idea in Joburg until the 16th of March before it makes way to the Magnet Theatre in Cape Town, where you can catch it between the 20th and the 25th of this month.
Very interesting indeed. Clone. What do you think, Zola? Clone.
Very interesting.
Yeah, interesting indeed. But this is interesting right now, not only because we have you, because you're beautiful. We have a beautiful no-churn coffee and muesli crunch ice cream.
Oh, yes,
Zola, so if you love coffee and if you love ice cream, And if you love Zola, of course, as well, you know. Okay, let's make it, Zola.
And it is a good excuse to have ice cream for breakfast because there's muesli in it, there's jungle muesli in it, and there's coffee in it. So nobody can argue. Nobody can argue.
I see where you're going with
breakfast.
this.
Okay, so this is how it starts with a tin of condensed milk. And then to that, you're going to whisk for me. So here we go. I'm going to, here we go. To that, some double cream.
Oh, look at that.
Very thick cream, okay. Here we go.
So do you want this just to nicely combine?
Then to that, I'm going to add coffee liqueur. You could add just espresso if you wanted as well. Sorry, no worries. And then just for extra coffiness, some instant espresso powder or just coffee granules.
All right.
You can do that to taste even if you like.
Oh,
okay, so whisk that all together just to dissolve the coffee. There we go. And you could obviously make it stronger if you're that way inclined, or you could make it slightly weaker. You could actually swap out the coffee and do a tea version. I just spoke about matcha. You could do matcha.
Yes.
I also just spoke about activated charcoal. So you could also do that version and keep within the trends. Okay, so then you want a vessel that'll go into the freezer safely.
So that's your ice cream.
That's your ice cream made, right? So you just want to whisk it up a little bit until it starts to thicken, because that cream, obviously, as you whisk the cream, it'll thicken. And then what's going to add crunch to it is this jungle muesli. I'm using the cinnamon granola flavor, but you could use any of the jungle variants. It's completely up to you.
Do you put it in here or afterwards?
No, we're going to layer it. So you're going to do a layer of that, and then I'm going to sprinkle some of that.
Is this thick enough?
That looks good. That looks good.
Looks good, right?
And because there's so much sugar, so you use condensed milk and you use double thick cream, it's not going to crystallize in the freezer, which is why it's such a great shortcut recipe.
Okay,
so just half of that would be perfect into the bowl, or into a bowl, you could actually line this with cling film and then slice it once it's frozen.
Right,
okay, so then I'm going to take some of the jungle muesli going in there, make a bit of a mess, it's always right.
Absolutely.
And then a bit of melted chocolate in between as well, because you want it to be sort of rippled in there. Okay, then you go with the rest of that.
All right.
There we go.
Oh, that looks delicious.
Yep, and then you just got to make sure that you freeze it for long enough, at least 4 hours, depending on how full your freezer is, or just overnight is perfect, or you can actually make it a few days in advance, and then it's perfect for your dinner party or whatever.
Well, there we have it. Whoa, I've got it. And
then I'm going to add a little bit more of the jungle granola right over here, and then more chocolate, and then you want to freeze it, and then it comes out looking like that.
So you don't have to do anything to it, it just freezes?
No, it just freezes. The freezer does all the work for you. This is as hard as or as difficult as it gets right over here.
I'm going to try and show you what it looks like in here. So basically it's still very runny, but I don't know if you can see, but you can see the chocolate nicely laid in there. The keyword is jungle, SMS that to 33728. Of course, using our jungle muesli, cinnamon granola, which is going to add a beautiful breakfast flavor.
Absolutely, and exactly, more breakfastiness. Okay, so pass me the one that's frozen over there, so let me scoop it so people can actually see what it looks like. There we go. So you got to break through the chocolate there. Oh my goodness, look at the deliciousness.
I am so tasting that right now. All right, well, the keyword is jungle. SMS that to 33728. Check it out on our website later on today as well. That's expressoshow.com. But if you want to check those out, those steps out one more time, here they are.
To make the Jungle Oats No Churn Coffee Muesli Crunch Ice Cream, you'll need Jungle Muesli Cinnamon Granola, dark chocolate, coffee liqueur, condensed milk, and double cream. Pour the double cream into a large bowl. Add condensed milk, coffee liqueur, and blend until combined. Pour half of the mixture into a freezer-safe dish, then smooth with a spatula. Sprinkle over the Jungle Oats Muesli Cinnamon Granola, drizzle over the melted dark chocolate, and add the rest of the ice cream mixture. Smooth with a spatula, then sprinkle more Jungle Oats Muesli Cinnamon Granola. Drizzle with more melted dark chocolate and freeze until set. Then scoop into tall serving glasses. For the full recipe, visit the Expresso Morning Show Facebook page or log on to www.expressoshow.com. SMS the keyword jungle to 33728 to receive the shopping list on your phone. Click on the link provided to view the recipe. SMSs cost R1.50, no free SMSs, T's and C's apply.
Wow, look at that. Yep. That is like we'd get into like a 7-star restaurant, man.
Oh, 7-star.
The keyword is jungle, isn't that to 33728? Zola, thank you very much. I've got to dig in here. Oh, wow. Jungle to 33728.
South Africa's original oat champion now has a range of nutritious, delicious muesli. New Jungle Muesli, available in an exciting variety of flavors.
Well, after a very short break, we bring you the latest news from the fashion world.
And of course, a little bit of DIY, making abstract art out of bubbles. We'll see you after the break.
Presenter Search on 3 is back and is brought to you by Mac Cafe.
Do you have what it takes to shine night and day and in all the moments in between?
Can you dazzle with a winning smile, turn on the charm, and take our breath away?
Are you ready to be South Africa's next television and social media superstar?
Well, this is your chance to become the face of SABC3 and take your place in the spotlight as the newest presenter of Top Billing, Afternoon Express, or the Expresso Morning Show.
Clover Productions presents this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to claim your fame and build your brand and a career filled with unlimited opportunities.
Auditions are taking place in Port Elizabeth on the 25th of March, Cape Town on the 7th and 8th of April,
Durban on the 14th and 15th of April, and Johannesburg on the 20th, 21st, and 22nd of April.
Visit the Presenter Search on 3 website, Facebook, or Twitter for more details.
With Presenter Search on 3 and Mac Cafe, the stage will be yours.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yeah, feel it, feel it. Well, listen, when we're talking the best in fashion news for the here and now, of course, we can only be talking about one thing: Fashion Fix on your feel-good breakfast show, and always on Vogue, always on time. This is your style destination for the biggest news in the business trending across the globe and here at home. And of course, our style squad is in the building. Expresso fashion editor Nick Strelitz and strategist and creative director Seth Shezi. Please pose for the camera. A chica, a chica, a chica. Gentlemen, welcome. Good to have you here.
Hey, Kat.
Nick, you got the word on the street and what's happening on these international streets.
Oh, you're asking me, right?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
Okay, well, you might be asking yourself, you and South Africa, why is Nick dressed like a sexy banker? Well, I'm dressed like a sexy banker because we're paying homage to one of the fashion greats who passed, unfortunately, this week. Talking about Hubert de Givenchy. Givenchy is a tycoon, a tycoon of fashion. I mean, this guy is merited for bringing style, sophistication, elegance into the fashion industry. Probably best known for his partnership with Audrey Hepburn.
Okay.
He was charged by Audrey in the 1950s and the 1960s for making this iconic LBD, which we know today. I mean, the man invented the little black dress. Wow. Everyone has a little black dress. You got a little black dress. I have a little black dress underneath this. You got a little black dress, right? And this But he's charged with also creating the sack dress, the shift dress that we're seeing right here. I mean, this guy, I think how many people have worn these pieces internationally. Absolutely. Of course, he passed at 91 years old in Paris. Also known for his partnership with Mr. Balenciaga, another fashion great. They did some crazy things together. 1995, he departed the brand, but left room for people like John Galliano and Alexander McQueen to take over his namesake, doing incredible things for the house of Givenchy as well.
Oh my goodness.
And of course, contemporary Givenchy. I mean, we know people like Beyonce bringing Givenchy to 2017, 2018. Beyonce at the Met Gala, remember this?
Kim K.
Kim K's wedding dress was Givenchy as well.
Goodness.
And A-listers like Emma Stone as well walking the red carpet. So, I mean, we're just paying homage to someone who's defined style and elegance. Nice quote from Givenchy: "The dress must follow the body of a woman, not the body following the shape." of the dress.
Wow.
It's a nice way to end it. So
that was the most comprehensive history lesson I've ever heard about any fashion brand in the world.
I'm going to text you the rest later.
Thank you very much. Seth, let's get local. What's happening? Is it lekker?
In local news, basically from one legend to hopefully people who will rise to be legends as well, we're talking about Airfire's Cape Town Fashion Week. This kicks off next week. And this time around, Airfire basically claiming this is the most reclaimed, reimagined, and reinvigorated one they've shown yet. Oh, wow. Now, that still stands to be seen. What we know so far is that along with our local designers like Nicholas Coates, Craig Port, Maklosa will be showing, as well as Imprint, we are seeing a whole host of Pan-African designers descending down to what is probably for Africa the biggest stage for fashion, which is Cape Town. And we'll be seeing designers from Morocco, DRC, Senegal, coming all down to show next week. One of the exciting things when I was looking at the lineup was basically getting to see that all of these designers are well established and they've decided they want to show here and portray in this big stage. Yeah. So I've got 3 designers that I'm really excited to see. One of them is Adama Paris. So she is for Senegal. Actually, the last look is actually hers. She's from Senegal and she showed last year as well. And for me, it was categorically like one of my favorite shows. We've got Tongoro, who's also hails from Senegal. That's her stuff. And she plays around with volume and proportions. Yes. Yeah, and actually there's a lot of controversy around that purse.
It's a weapon.
And so I wish she actually did menswear. And then finally, Adele Dejac. She's from Kenya, and she basically specializes in jewelry, like chunky and beautiful stuff. And one of the things, a little bit of a history lesson, what I didn't know is that the Maasai, before they did the beaded ornaments, they used to do metal work. And this is basically what she's showing us here.
Fantastic stuff, James. Thank you very, very much. We look forward to Fab or Fail a little bit later on, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Right now, it's time for some DIY with Zoe.
Playing with bubbles is a lot of fun, but did you know that you can paint with them as well? I love projects where the kids can get involved and not only make a beautiful painting, but have a memorable one too. Today's project is perfect for the entire family. And what's not to like about creating quick and inexpensive creative wall art for your home? Because buying wall art these days can easily break the bank. For today's how-to, you will need paint, water, dishwashing liquid, a shallow bowl, a straw, paper, and frame. Add a dollop of paint to your shallow bowl, squirt some dishwashing liquid to it, and add just enough water to cover the bottom. Stir your paint, water, and splash of dishwashing liquid together in a bowl using a straw. It's easier to get all your bowls ready at the same time, depending on the different colors of paint you're going to be using. Place your paint color bowls that you are using on top of the newspaper, as you will get some splashes. You might want to wear an apron too. Using a straw, you're going to blow into the paint mixture. Be sure to place your straw completely into the water paint mixture. Do not suck up the liquid, and remember, if you're doing this project with kids, make sure to watch them carefully. Once the bubbles reach high enough, take a piece of paper, place it over the top of your bowl and lift. Repeat the process with either the same color or try mixing the 2 colors. Isn't it pretty? As the bubbles pop, it creates beautiful and mysterious designs on the paper. Experiment with different amounts of paint and water to create variations in bubble size and color saturation. And look at that. Place it one side, allow for it to dry, and it's ready to be framed. You might have to cut it according to the size of your frame, but it is good to go. And look. DIY bubble art makes it easy to create beautiful art pieces for any room. And who needs expensive art when you can make it yourself, and especially if the kids can help out too. To view more of our how-to videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have any suggestions, head on over to our Facebook page and drop me a message.
Well, there you have it. Right now, it's time for Fab or Fail. And if this is your first time tuning in, well, this is how it works. We'll give our style squad celebrity style to snap their opinion on. And they do that by either flashing a shap smiley emoji or a frown. Okay, very, very simple and easy as that. Of course, Nick and Seth still with us. So we're going to be starting off, gentlemen, in London at the global premiere of A Wrinkle in Time with none other than Reese Witherspoon.
Reese Wither, get out of my face.
Oh, Reese Wither, get out of my face. Why?
She always looks like she's going to an audition for The Handmaid's Tale. Have you watched The Handmaid's Tale? Sorry, Reese. That show's good.
So hectic.
So understated. I just want her to go glam. She always looks like she could be at
But maybe simplicity is her magic. That's the touch. Anyway, let's move on to our next guest, Miss Oprah Winfrey, at the premiere of the very same movie headliner. Seth taking the safer bet and saying shap. You know that you're gonna get killed on social media.
She coming after me. She's like God. Oprah's everywhere, right? She's like here. She's under the table. She's like, I'm scared.
But why do you hate this? I mean, the skirt and
it's tartan
at the waist. I mean,
the blouse is ill-fitting.
Yeah,
I love
part,
Oprah.
but it's still Oprah.
It's still Oprah.
Okay,
let's leave it at that. Supermodel Ashley Graham at the LA screening of A Wrinkle in Time. Say what? You liking it? Seth saying no. You guys are not in sync today. Why are you liking it?
He doesn't know what a woman's body is about, whereas I do. I can appreciate the fine lines of a woman's body. Okay, I don't like the rose patterning, but the silhouette is just flawless. I mean, it hugs her.
Seth, why?
I don't know. I just think it's confused. At the top, it's a little bit risque. At the bottom, she looks like a Democrat's wife.
Oh, wow. What about Penelope Cruz? She was at a campaign launch at the Madrid launch, of A Wrinkle in Time.
Penelope!
Yeah, Penelope.
Seth,
no cruising
you are
with
fired. I'm sorry. This is the last time you'll be seeing.
Listen. This is, I don't know, I think it's adventurous, it's edgy, and especially for her, if you consider she's always quite safe in like very long, flowy things, so this is a risky move.
I think the fact that you said I don't know to begin that answer kind of gives you away anyway, so... Okay, cool, moving on along. American actress Kate Bosworth at a campaign launch in New York. What are you saying about this?
We're so
loving it. Kate is undecided.
I hate the shoes.
Kate.
So
the shoes are my favorite.
You guys could not be favorite today.
Kate Bosworth, to me, she is a style icon. She's someone who's come up from the bottom, and she just understands fashion, and she can push these things to the limit and pull them off, whereas most people can't.
And she's got the confidence.
Okay, cool. Last but not least, we are putting sniper rifles on your foreheads right now. Lupita Nyong'o, here she is at the LA premiere of Gringo.
Again, I have a shoe problem. So I'm half in with the dress, but like the shoes.
Saying yes?
I'm saying yes, but like the shoes I would change.
This is Lupita pushing it slightly. This is like Victoriana dominatrix, but she's like to a T. I mean, the girl doesn't do any wrong.
Right there. I think I'm siding with Nick today, but thanks very much. We have all the hits and misses from some of the world's most famous faces, and that is Fab or Fail on your Feel Good Breakfast show. We're gonna go to an ad break. That's exactly what it is. That's what you tuned into if you didn't know, and you're right on time right now for Expresso Rewind. So the question is, did you tune into every single episode of Expresso this week? Well, have you been listening? Have you been paying attention? Time to play our Expresso Rewind game in which we'll see how much you can remember. And of course, we have our contenders here. And you know how it works, guys. You need a sound to nominate yourself. Zoe, your sound is?
Me.
And yours is? Bang! Bang! Okay, eyes front and center, ladies and gentlemen. Question number 1. Warrior Rick teaches his students the triple D threat. What does this stand for?
Me.
Zoe.
It's devotion, determination, and devotion, determination, and.
Hey, I will not have that.
Devotion, determination, and.
Last D.
Dedication.
Yes! Unbelievable! That is the one. Zoe scores the point. Eyes front and center. We will not have that taunting. We will not have it all. All right. Question. Janice's new single, Baile, is Spanish for what?
Bang?
Bang? What are you saying?
I wasn't here that
Dance?
You are correct, sir! 1 point apiece. Moving on to the next question. What is the fitness trend combining jogging and picking up litter called?
Bang!
Bang, you have it.
That's plugging.
Plugging. You are absolutely
that was Monday's
correct.
episode.
All right, so we have no more time for any questions, so you're the winner.
Thank you very
Fantastic.
much. Thank you.
Here's a question for you at home. Depending on the duration, sound above how many decibels is considered harmful for your ear? Share your answer on social media with us and let us know. If you don't know what that answer is, visit our YouTube channel and check out all the videos from the past week of Expresso. That's all from me.
Okay, thank you very much. Right now we are hanging out with the cast of a brand new Afrikaans film called Meerkat Maandag. Stay tuned.
Ek dink dit sal goed wees vir jou van Ari vlugbesigheid af weg te kom en 'n bietjie vars lug te kry. Ek moet jy miskien net waarsku, jou oupa en ouma is 'n bietjie anders as ons.
Oppas dat jy nie jou sak op Bing Bing sit nie.
Daar's niks hier nie, oupa.
Nee, hy is daar.
Almal dink hierdie is 'n kierie, maar sy is regtig kierie nie. Wat is dit? Sy towerstaf.
Hoe gaan jy help jy die bietjie vir my en Bobesie nie?
Wie is Bobesie?
Kom by die deur van tyd.
Wat maak julle?
Ons bou vir Bobesie 'n maandag. 'n Meerkat maandag.
Wow, I cannot wait to see the whole movie. Absolutely amazing. Now, joining us from the film is Themba Ntuli and Hanneke Skitter. Good morning to you two. It's so good to have you on the show this morning.
Good morning.
Hello. Now, Themba was like, whatever happens, you're going first, Hanneke. So let's go first with you, since you already said it's going to happen. All right, so, Hanneke, you've won several awards internationally, locally, including 2 SAFTAs. Does that add to any pressure when you're trying to bring this novella, which is Blinde Sambok, to the big screen?
A little bit, I'm sure it does, but I just love the project and I loved working with the cast on the project, so it was a dream job. So with that, it's just an enjoyable experience. So,
I love that. I love that. You know what I love about Afrikaans films is it seems to be bringing so many different themes to the table. Do you think that the genres that we're busy seeing it's evolving when it comes to Afrikaans films?
Absolutely. This film is actually drama and magical realism.
Wow.
And the themes is all about facing your fears. So we're trying to do something fresh and something new with Afrikaans film.
Very cool. Now, Themba, you play a hearing impaired or a deaf boy in the movie.
Yeah.
How does one go about preparing for a role like that?
Well, sure, where do I start?
Where do I begin? At the beginning.
Stanislavski would say that, you know, in terms of method and all of that, it's always ideal to put yourself in the shoes of the person that you're trying to portray in the movies. And I think for me, one of the things that I remember doing was trying to put like earbuds in my ears and block out what everyone is saying. So you would say something to me and be like,
Exactly.
I'm not paying any single attention because, I mean, I can hear everything. So it's very hard to break away from that and pretend as though you can't hear anything, you can't perceive anything with your hearing. So it was quite a challenge, but I think with time and practice, I got to, become a bit more comfortable in that space and just learning how to like ignore everyone.
Yeah. But doesn't that also kind of like make it difficult for you because you are someone that is able to hear, and now you're immersing yourself in a world where there are people every single day that are fighting the challenge of not being able to hear the world around them. What did you take out of that?
I mean, the one biggest thing I took out of that was articulation, expression. How do you tell someone how you're feeling, what you want at the time that you want it, and using whatever resources that you can. I mean, one of the things that Hanneke and I tried to find was how would I find a way to say, let's go this way, or let's do that, or come play with me, and part of that challenge was trying to find sounds and noises that the character would use. For instance, like I would do like little impressions of, but having the patience to listen to someone like that, having to find the time to say, okay, let me look at you, let me focus. What are you saying? What do you want? And I think it's really important for us to understand that the world out there is filled with so many people like that, and it's filled with so much that we need to be grateful for.
Wow, absolutely. I love that. I feel like we could end there, and just go home and just do better in life. But I want to ask the two of you just to end off with, of course, this film has a very powerful message. It's very inspirational. For all of our viewers that are at home, why, Hanneke, do you think they should go and see Meerkat Maantuig?
I think it's something we haven't seen in South Africa before. I think it's a beautiful, dark fairy tale, and it's all about overcoming your obstacles and facing your fears and overcoming your limitations. So I think we really need this film. We really need that message right now, and I think it's really special.
Absolutely. You, Themba?
I truly agree with her, and I think for me, man, it's really about getting yourself, positioned to receive. In everything, we must always look at the positive. My character, even though the character is going to die, but he lives every moment, as if it was the last. And why he's building the spaceship is because that's his desire, that's his dream. And I feel like every single thing that God has blessed you with, take that, use it, and live.
Preach.
The
it's
rest
the
of your
journey.
life. It's the journey.
I think that's the most important thing. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
I feel so inspired right now. I'm so happy that we got to talk about this. So we want to thank Themba and Hanneke for being here and, of course, telling us about this awesome film. So if you are fans of these two incredible people and you want to support local film, why don't you head to the movies this weekend to watch Meerkat Maantuig, which hits cinemas nationwide today.
That's it. Go out there and support local films. Brilliant one, Meerkat Maantuig. Right now, though, we have another incredible recipe heading your way. Perfect to start the weekend with Zola Nene. That's already a good way to start the weekend because she's joining us this morning. So good to have you, Zola.
Oh, it's been the best time.
Yeah, you know what? Always when you come here, you're like a ray of sunshine.
You guys make me feel so special when I come here.
Stop. Okay.
Come on.
Okay, let's make some prawn and corn chowder,
Let's do it.
Spicy, yes.
Okay, so it starts with a bit of bacon and some leeks in a pan. You could use regular onions if you wanted as well.
Okay.
And then to that for some spicy, because there's a spicy chowder.
Look at that.
A bit of chili flake and some smoked paprika for that smoky flavor. So how hot do you want it? So,
hot.
Okay, so I'm going to put the whole lot in.
Just put everything in there.
The whole lot in, yes.
You know me. You know me.
So stir that around. You always want to cook spices just for a little bit, just so they don't taste raw at the end.
Exactly.
So just,
you want to unlock them.
Exactly. And as soon as the room starts filling with the aroma, then you know you've done enough.
Zola starts coughing, which one?
Which is about to happen. And then to that, I'm going to add some flour just to thicken it.
Okay.
And I add the flour here because you're sort of creating a roux, if you will, so it sort of prevents lumps from happening a little bit later.
Okay.
So just stir that in there.
Oh, and look at that crispy bacon bits in there.
Crispy bacon, and you can already tell that this is going to just be fantastic.
Yes.
For extra thickening as well, a bit of potato, and also traditionally, chowder has a little bit of potato in there for a bit of substance because it's more of a stew than it is a soup.
Is chowder like a Portuguese thing?
No. It's like from New Orleans, actually.
Really?
Yeah. New Orleans. Excuse me, Kat. Kat says it's from New Orleans. Okay. So just stir that in. You can see the flavor coating the potatoes.
Yes.
And then to that, I'm going to add some garlic. I add the garlic at this stage so it doesn't burn because you know what garlic does.
Yes, you just want to heat it.
Exactly. Just want to heat it up. And then I'm going to add some corn.
All right,
okay.
Some sweet corn.
And then you're going to pass me the full cream milk.
Got
and
it.
because we've got the flour, we're adding the milk. It's not going to split so badly.
That's it.
And it's going to help it thicken as well. So some milk, and chowder is always very creamy. So the full cream clover milk is perfect because it adds a delicious creaminess.
At a depth.
Exactly, a depth of flavor.
You see now.
And then this is a prawn chowder, so of course we're going to put some prawns in there. What you want to do at this stage is just simmer this until the potatoes start to soften, because the prawns aren't going to take very long.
Okay, so you wait till the potatoes are a little bit
So wait
soft.
for the potatoes and then you add the prawns, okay? And make sure the prawns are cleaned and deveined. You can leave the tail on because it's pretty.
Yes, it's pretty.
It's pretty. We like a bit of pretty. Okay, I'm just going to switcheroozy here.
Switcheroozy there, and the keyword is prawn. SMS that to 33728. That's prawn to 33728 if you want to get your hands on this delicious, spicy prawn and corn chowder.
Oh, yummy. Okay,
that
then
smells amazing.
Doesn't it?
Wow.
I'm going to add some parsley just to finish it off. And then, of course, always seasoned. I'm going to ask you to put another splash of full cream milk in here for me.
Got it, just a splash.
Just a splash, just to get it to the right consistency. That's wonderful. And then we're good to serve. So then you're going to slice up some bread for us.
All right.
And then this meal is good to go. It's a great weekday meal. It's a great weekend meal as a treat as well.
That's it.
And make sure you serve it quite generously, because, you know,
of course, man.
we're
you
never
can't,
stingy here.
Don't be
never
stingy with that.
Never stingy.
Right, the
okay?
keyword is prawn. SMS that to 33728. That's prawn to 33728. If you want to get your hands on the recipe, it will be on our website, expressoshow.com, a little bit later on, but definitely something that you could consider making this week. And look at that.
Look
and
at
then
that.
some beautiful.
Some
You must
bread.
arrange the
yes,
bread.
I'll arrange the bread. Here
I've
we
cut
go.
it for you nicely.
Oh, you cut it beautifully too. So beautifully. Just over there is good.
Yes, please.
And a little bit of extra pepper. Oh, feast.
You see now. Now we can feast. Zola, thank you very, very
My
much.
pleasure.
Such a legend joining us in the kitchen this morning. The keyword is prawn. SMS that to 33728.
Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA, made with love by Clover.
Well, the deliciousness continues this afternoon, as there's that one thing we're all passionate about, and that's pizza. So get your Italian on this Friday and tune into Afternoon Express with Shem Clem, who will be kneading together this beautiful flatbread topped with mounds of cheese, pulled short rib, and a secret ingredient that will have you hooked on this creamy, cheesy, and beyond scrumptious pizza for life. And that's all taking place on Afternoon Express on SABC3. But on that note, we're going to take a quick break, so don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. A few more minutes left and we want to connect with you on social media. We've popped up a poll asking you what's your favorite childhood TV program's theme song, and the votes are in. People are voting 36% for Pumpkin Patch. There's Kiddio with 26%. Captain Planet coming in with 30% and Moomin coming in with 8%, and a lot of people also tweeting their favorite childhood theme song. So if you want to jump on that buzz, head on over to Twitter where you can find us at Expresso Show.
Well, here's some great news for you on this Friday morning. You can stand a chance of winning tickets to the exclusive screening of Pacific Rim Uprising with New Metro. This must-see movie is an American science fiction action film, and it is set in the future where the world is at war with colossal sea monsters which have emerged from the bottoms of the ocean. Let's take a look.
How does it feel to be a Jaeger?
You feel invincible. Jaeger pilots! Let's make a difference. Fire everything you got!
Well, he's pretty big.
So guys, listen up, because you might want to be in on the buzz too. We're giving away tickets to, with partners, New Metro Canal Walk here in Cape Town, New Metro Clearwater Mall in Johannesburg, and New Metro Konobia in Durban. And this is on Tuesday, the 20th of March at 8 p.m. Now, all three of these cinemas are New Metro Extreme Cinemas, and the Cape Town and KZN screens are the largest cinema screens for those provinces, and all of them feature premium large format screens, 360-degree Dolby Atmos sound, and advanced clear crystal digital projection technology. Now, all you have to do to win is SMS Uprising, your name and city to 40675. Those SMSs will cost you R1 each, and no free SMSs or minutes or bundles apply. But get in there now.
Do yourself a favor and go check it out.
Listen.
Listen, Linda.
Zola, it's Pacific Rim, not Specific Rim.
I didn't say specific, I said Pacific. Hey, Wayna.
It's been so nice hanging out with you.
Oh, guys, I love you guys. You know this, but it's only when I come here that I realize how much I miss you guys. Oh. Thank you for making me feel special.
Thank you for joining us.
Pleasure. I'll be back. Listen, I'll be back.
Friday made.
Have yourselves a wonderful weekend. We'll see you on Monday.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.
Expresso Morning Show, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.